Buenos dias. Let me get a mic check, people. What's up, everybody? Prairie, Bart, Nightwolf, Vic Ferrari. What's going on? Haley, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna play this one. This was dedicated to my grandson. He just graduated to high school. He's gonna be a freshman. Yes. So, and I redid the whole the Voodoo Child, the original intro for this channel. I redid it. It took me a long time to think of what I wanted to do with that, and I think I got it. If not, I think I'm probably gonna redo it again at some point. But let's enjoy it. I tell you what, Mikey C has been making his rounds around this community, man. His buffoonery. We're gonna check out his buffoonery for sure. Shout out to first of all, shout out to Vegas Valley Community Watch, Senior Citizen, Sal Proby. Those are the channels I'll be will be peeking at. It's amazing. It's funny. It's sick. It's gross. It's all the above. So let's get to it. Right after this. Oh, tell me how y'all like this intro. This is the last intro. This is the Voodoo Child, the new Voodoo Child intro for the MWO channel. All right. Buenos dias. Now that's over with. What's going on, peeps? Let's get into it, man. I got them queued up a little bit here. It's a lot of shenanigans. A lot of shenanigans by Mikey C. Some of it's funny, some of it's not. Okay, let's go. Let's do Vegas Valley community first. Just funny shit, man. All right, let me see. Let me check it out. All right. All right. Let's do this one first. All right. Is this the one I could just go? Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All right. The ladybug. Listen, the ladybug invitation. I hope she doesn't get mad at this, but it's pretty funny. It's not, it's lighthearted. It's not bad.
It's yours, baby.
Fuck you. Well, real life? I'm talking about real. Look, yo, you could beat me in a fight. Do you think you could beat me in a fight?
Do you ever find yourself lost and without answers? Have you or a loved one ever dealt with an addiction? Well, I know exactly what that's like. Do you find yourself endlessly chatting online, flipping through different sites and chatting with random strangers that you have no idea who they are, even if you've known them for years? Do you ever find yourself losing hours of your day and, well, sometimes even your own money wasted on chatting on tons of different sites? Things like, Facebook Marketplace. See, when you get addicted that much to chatting, you really don't pay attention to those you hurt. Sometimes not even intentionally. Maybe you're chatting up over on Snapchat or Vine or WikiLeaks, or maybe you're chatting over on Jeeves or Ask.com. Maybe it's even Yahoo Answers. Well, let me say this. My Yahoo answer for you is that I know exactly what can help you out of your addiction. You see, I used to be afflicted with chat addiction.
By the way, hey, drop that link for Vegas Valley Community Cries, please. Oh, I can do it too, but good. Thank you.
I go on different sites all the time. Heck, not even just the big ones. Sometimes I go on to different ones like Omegle and Chatterate and Hamster even. And you know what's fucking funny about this all? You're still fucking chatting right now! I can see it! You're in the live chat, you're in the comment section! Get the fuck off! Exit off! Close it! How many tabs you got now? Hold on, because it ain't just fucking live chat now, is it? How many freaking tabs? Over 10? You're stupid! Turn them all off except this one and listen! Because if you don't listen, no other motherfucker's gonna do this for you. Do you ever find yourself chit-chatting among sites such as, Vampire Freaks? Maybe you meet them on a site like FetLife.
I don't like to play them all because it's, I like people to go and visit the channels, the originators. So I'll play a little bit more, then we'll go to another one.
Maybe your big fetish is just chit-chatting all the damn time. Maybe you go on there, you hit someone up, and you're like, hey, Deegan, I would love to chat with you. You seem like a fairly well-toned, well-adjusted Indian man with a six-pack, so let's chat. And then you find yourself wasting your time chatting with someone who doesn't even help you out, doesn't really do much for you, and it ends up being just a time waster and a half, and you end up feeling you got scammed out of your lifetime. So, do yourself a favor, will you? Reach out to us, because I could show you a simple and easy program that'll easily help you get off of this. Look at it like this, okay? Chit-chatting can be fun. Chit-chatting.
All right, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Vegas Valley Community Cries. Yeah. Well, all right. So let's go on to the next one. Share. This shit is fun. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Let's see what we can find. Proby, I think he's the one that has the he goes somewhere and he gets called out. I think that's Proby. Let's check it out. We'll find out right now. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay, it's here. So there's two here, but this is the one I want to share. All right.
I used to be like 245.
All right, so this is a channel that he.
Mike.
It's true. No, it is true. If you lose a lot of weight,
My bad. He ventured off to this channel. I think I get the feeling that they already knew who he was. You know what I mean? So they kind of played along for a little bit, and then they, they get into him. So let's play.
hey, a lot of your clothes don't fit anymore. Like I'm 208, 209. I used to be like 245. So some of my pants don't even fit anymore. And like, bro, we were having like an awesome conversation, and people come up and they're like, and we're like, oh shit.
Mike, do you have any pets?
Not right now. Unfortunately, my
An
cat
orangutan.
passed away. Yes, I loved him so much. Now he was a feral cat, so the cat didn't live inside. He lived outside.
And what was your cat's name?
Mangy. And my best friend lives in Orlando because his wife works for Disney.
George is asking Kate if Kate knows you. Where are you from, Mike?
Here it comes.
On the
Here it comes, guys. What?
I'm
internet,
from, I'm from Mars.
How did you find Chuck, my friend Chuck?
He was just live one time. I came on, we were having fun, and then we were laughing and shit. That's all.
Were you just searching like StreamYard and filtered by live?
Yeah, that's it. If you were asking me what I like, you can talk to me on anything. Anything. We can talk about any subject.
Well, Mike, George Lucas told me to look you up on YouTube, and I did, and I see Mike Cerrone meltdown. The panel king, clout
Oh, I know
chaser.
Mike. I know Mike Cerrone.
That's him.
Oh, it's been a long time.
There's a lot of videos about
But-
you, dude.
but-
That's
Okay.
great.
They're obsessed. They're obsessed with me. They're obsessed.
Why do you melt down?
Yeah.
I don't melt down.
Mike, how are you in
He would say that we're obsessed with him, right? Oh my God, he's narcissist.
how are you and Joey Amico doing?
Joe's in jail. I have no idea.
Did you put him there?
Did I put him in jail?
No.
No, he put himself in jail. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Mike Cerrone travels from panel to panel.
I remember
Jason.
Mike Cerrone. Now you're the guy who does the scratch and
Yeah.
sniff, right?
I am the
Oh
most
my God. That is so embarrassing. You're known as the scratch and sniff dude. Oh my God. They'll probably forget his name, but they'll remember the scratch and sniff. That's remarkable.
entertaining person on panel.
You
But
have
yeah.
whole accounts that
Wait,
just
you
clip
say-
you.
Wait, did you
This
say
is the guy that's
Wait,
this
did
is
you
the
say
guy
that-
that scratches his balls.
Wait, are you, wait,
Famous
that's-
ball scratcher.
Ball
Wait, you're
scratch
talking about
off.
the scratch-
Scratcher.
Wait, are you talking about the scratch and sniff business?
That's what he did with his nuts.
Mike, it says you've on these search. I gotta watch these videos. I want to do my research, but it says you've appeared with Hand Banana. What's that guy's deal?
Well, he's funny as shit. He's really funny.
Hey, Grumpy Drunk, what's going on? Okay, all right, let me continue.
He's funny.
Probably scratched each
He,
other's balls.
he'll placate you a little bit, like he tries to draw things, but we actually have a funny time. Like we've
What's
had
the-
amazing.
And maybe Kate, I'm sure I think you've come across it, but this is like a world that I'm not familiar with. What's the Vegas
Yeah.
Valley community? What
That's
is it?
Joey
Well,
Amico.
Yeah, that's gone. That's gone. It's gone. It's not coming back. So we can.
Wasn't
Probably
he a
move
boy
on.
though? Like I thought you guys were like friends.
We were friends. We were. But he's gone. He's gone for like multiple years.
Do you miss him?
Lie.
No, I don't miss. This is
Lie.
YouTube.
He doesn't miss him. Yeah, okay, yeah, all right.
We're not personal friends.
But you just said you were friends.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Okay, so
Uh,
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just having a hard time. So it
look at the guy all the way to the left. He's not even interested in fucking talking to Mike. He's just taking a snooze. Oh my God.
if you're friends with someone on YouTube, then they're just expendable to you.
They're an acquaintance.
Okay, I thought you guys used to like do a lot of stuff together though.
Yeah. Do you know what a friend and an acquaintance is? Do you know the difference?
Yeah, I mean, I have a whole spectrum of friends. I have.
So a friend,
Hey,
you have
Nova.
an emotional connection to. Like a friend, you have an emotional connection. An
Right, like Corn Dog
acquaintance
and I are
is someone that
friends.
you're just on there to chat. That's it. It's an acquaintance. That's all it is.
I thought you guys were pretty close though.
Did you? No, I never said that.
Well, there's footage of you picking your nose and eating your booger, Mike? Is that true, or is that someone just making that
It's
up?
not true. It's not true. It's all. It's
so
all
bad.
It's all
Because
documented.
there's, I believe it because there's. But why are there so many people on YouTube that eat their fucking boogers? I don't get it. It's
What?
crazy.
It's all
he like-
documented.
Now you heard what he said. There's a lot of people that eat their boogers on YouTube. I don't know. That seems like something strange. I don't know. I never seen. Yeah, I don't see that a lot. Yeah.
scratches.
And
his
then
balls,
now
man.
they have the IA of me talking, and it's not even me talking. It's just it's then they
AI,
have-
not IA. What are you talking about? You mean
AI,
Internal
whatever,
affairs.
whatever.
That's what he meant to say.
Yeah, it's not even real. It's like okay, whatever. Because
Oh,
this is
Chuck,
the thing.
You have someone
This is the
backstage.
thing.
Chuck.
This is the thing. They have no content, so they just keep perpetuating nonsense. Chuck is tired of all this bullshit. Let's have a conversation. Let's have
What
fun.
bullshit are you talking about, Mike?
Let's just have fun. Let's laugh. Let's have fun.
Let's laugh.
Mike
Let's
is
have
trying
fun.
to take over your panel and saying that we're not fun. Do you think we're not fun?
Hey, shout out to Brandon Looney Tunes in the chat.
I don't know really.
William Glory Hole.
Mike, shut the fuck up for 2 seconds.
Glory Hole.
Yo, I swear, when he laughs like that, it sounds like somebody's pulling his ball hairs out one by one. It's just bad.
Mike, quiet. William,
So
are you
are
there?
you gay? Are you gay, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Do you think he hasn't been teased for his last name his whole life? Stop being rude, Mike.
Why are you being stubborn? Why don't you want to?
Is it because Mike
I
Cerrone
have
is
my
here? 'Cause we can
reasons.
just
I
kick
have
him
my
off.
reasons to be stubborn.
Kate,
But
what's your problem? What's your problem, Kate?
Kate's
I was
cool.
just-
What did you
I was
Kate
just
got
trying to
from?
make Chuck feel comfortable.
I have.
Going
I
to the
have
bank.
my
Why do
reasons,
you keep bringing my name up? I'm not
I
talking to you. I'm not addressing you. Why do you keep bringing my
Mike,
name up?
You calm down,
Alright,
Mike.
well.
You calm down.
Hey, yo, he talks tough to the women, doesn't he? He talks tough to the women. He doesn't talk tough to the men, but he hones in on the women. Yeah.
You
Alright.
said
You're
it.
making Chuck
Alright,
uncomfortable,
alright.
Mike.
I'm not upset. No,
Alright.
actually, I'm the person that probably makes
Well, I
Chuck
hate-
the most
I hate
happy.
to cut this short, but I have to get going.
You ruined the
All
panel.
right.
Mike.
Thanks for
Alright,
ruining the
Chuck.
panel, Mike. You
Thanks,
ruined
Mike.
everything.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike.
Good job,
Mike.
Mike.
Thanks for
you're
ruining
just a
the
bunch
panel.
of morons trying to overtalk people.
Yeah. Go pick your nose and eat your boogers.
Sounds
All
great.
right, I'm wrapping this up.
All right,
Chuck,
Chuck.
be
I
safe, okay?
apologize on behalf
Alright.
of Mike for ruining.
Hey, go visit Prairie. This is I'm sorry. Yeah, Proby's channel, obviously. Yeah. All right, let's go to another one. This is fun. This is fucking fun for sure. All right, let me do this and find another one. Let's go to Senior Citizen Sal. Senior Citizen Sal. Yeah. So what's up, everybody? Hold up. Let me get this. Okay. Senior Citizen Sal coming up. Now there's one video that I want to play specifically. It's just funny as fuck, man. I kind of watch it every fucking day. It's just amazing. It's just funny to me, man. It's the Rambo one. Obviously, I don't know if you guys seen it, but you're gonna see it now. There's a Josh one. That's pretty long. I want you to go over there and check that out. He has a lot of good stuff. Okay, this is the one. So I'm gonna play this one. All right, let me pause this. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Sorry, I'm a little slow at this, but we'll get to it.
To the United States after serving my country in Grenada, I was harassed by a small town sheriff.
Who in the chat knows what's this movie? I know that it's Sylvester Stallone, but what movie is this? Write it in the chat if you know. Good morning, my friend Vic. Your mic is open. Mike, Vic.
Oh, am I here now?
Yeah.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good morning, my friend. Good morning, brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play a couple more
All right.
seconds of this, and we'll get to it. All right.
Yeah.
Visit this channel. I'm telling you, you're not gonna regret it. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to him because there's a lot of good stuff there. So good morning, Vic.
What's up, Angel? How you doing, man?
The first thing I want to say, I think you're fucking gross, and
Yes. I also
That's not right.
I also have cooties for those that don't know. I have cooties as well.
Yeah, you're the cool.
I do want to put out a disclaimer though before
Yeah.
we get started.
Yeah.
That I am IA. I am an IA version of Vic Ferrari, so nothing I say here I can be held accountable for. So just to let you guys know that up front. So
What the fuck is
I'm
IA, bro? Is that a
I don't
new
know, man.
something new that came out that we don't know about? Listen, I saw a soccer account called. It was called ball sniffing and boogers. I'm like, oh my god, that's the type of stuff we're gonna run into. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What a reputation to have, man. I don't know.
I mean, their channel
They
documenting Mikey's escapades, which it's amazing to me. It's like, wow, he's popular, but not in the good way, I guess.
Well, he said that everybody, or he said a lot of people eat boogers on YouTube. Was that the statement he made?
I don't know.
I mean, I'd like somebody to name one other person that anyone's seen digging their nose and then either hairs or boogers and then eat it. I mean, I've never seen another on camera anyway, maybe off camera.
Yeah, when he said that, I was
God
like,
knows.
well, what channels is he watching?
Mhm.
What the fuck? Yeah. What's going on, Paul?
Maybe there's a whole community. Maybe there's a whole community that we don't know of
the boogie
eaters. Yeah, I mean, exactly. This is the drama community. There's the mental health community, and somehow we haven't ventured into the booger eating community yet.
You never know. You never
know, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
Paul might know. Paul might know about the booger eating community. I don't know. Possibility.
Yeah. I mean, this channel. Hey, Just One Sue, what's going on, Just One Sue? It's good to see you, Sooty.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Could you imagine the phone boning that goes on in the booger eating community? Oh my god.
That'd be,
take it deeper in there. Oh my god. Oh,
why did you mix those two together?
God, man.
You could have Vic. You can't mix those two together, man. Not the phone boning and boogers.
Hey, you know what, brother? Man, I am gross. I think our friend might be onto something, man.
Oh man!
Hey, how do I sound by the way?
You sound perfecto. Actually, I could put you down a little bit, actually, but no, I think I'm gonna leave you just like that, man. You sound terrific.
I know.
Bro.
I know. I could be pretty loud, bro. I got this.
Now, okay, I got
this. I got.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got this new sugar daddy that sent me a new headphone. So that's pretty cool.
All right.
Hey,
that's funny.
Hey, that's my ex-wife's joke, by the way. Just to let you know, I can't take that was her joke when I told her I got a new headset. She's like, "Oh, what do you got? A YouTube sugar daddy?" So that was her joke.
Listen, somebody did it to help me out in the beginning, and you pass it on. You know what I mean? That's all that is, man. There's nothing to that, bro. Yeah. So Paul,
much love.
No, hey, don't even discuss it, brother. Hey, Paul, if you want to come up, Paul, right. I like Dr. Paul.
Yeah, let's have Paul come up. Schmitty was here. I told him to come up with it.
I saw
he said he didn't care. Yeah, he said he didn't care. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do with that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
what did that say? They're getting me. Oh, hey, read Brandon's comment and then think about the I have issues with my eyes. Look at Brandon's comment and then remember I have issues with my eyes. And what do you think I saw?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, listen. There's this guy in the chat named Kenzo. He's been with me. He's a good. He's a good guy. He has actually 2 channels. He actually co-host with his wife and all. He's got a couple things going on. So subscribe to Dirty Kenzo. Kenzo meaning Kensington because he's from the Philadelphia area. So the fellow, you know, I don't know how you say Philadelphian. I don't know. He's from Philly.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Sure.
So subscribe to him. He has. Hey, listen, he has actually, dude. I think it was on Sundays. He plays all the oldies and you know, and stuff like that. He has great music, great content. So it's all good with him. Yeah. Anyway, so what you think of the video? Hey, what you think of the new intro that the Voodoo Child? I think I could do better. I'm not
solid,
happy.
bro. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
I liked it. I like seeing all the Puerto Rican stuff. The other ones that you have, I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. Because the other ones that you have, I mean, they hit a lot harder, right?
Yeah.
You know, that one's a little more, you know, a little more softer. So it just depends on what you're looking for, bro. I like seeing all the Puerto Rican stuff back there and the food and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so, but yeah, you can always tweak it a little bit. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to put out. I wanted to put out the food and not so much the flag. Obviously, the flag, everybody knows Puerto Rican flag, but I wanted to, you know, it's a couple things I could have did better, but you know, that's the fun of doing these things. So you can always do them over.
Right.
Yep. I'm still working on yours.
You ever watch
Yeah.
You ever watch Seinfeld?
Seinfeld, yeah, of
You
course.
ever watch that show or not?
I mean, not heavy.
Do you remember the last? Well, you remember? Did you remember the last episode where they end up at the Puerto Rican Day Parade? You ever see that?
Oh no, I never seen that before.
And I think Kramer somehow, like, I forget what happens exactly, but like
Paul.
he somehow gets into the situation where he's got it's okay, where he gets the Puerto Rican flag, and I forget, like, it's either on fire or he steps on it or something crazy happens, and they all start coming after him, bro. Because
I gotta watch that.
Put in last episode of Seinfeld. Yeah, put in like a series finale for Seinfeld, and you'll see it's pretty funny, man.
So go right ahead. Ask Paul about the question you were gonna ask him about the boogie eating community.
Yeah, Paul. Do you have any links over to the booger eating community? Because we think there might be one out there.
Just like Pornhub and Hamster. That's all I got, mate.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can't stay for long. I'm in the middle of cooking, actually.
You what?
In the middle of cooking.
You're middle.
What you cooking, brother?
Oh, cooking. I thought you said kicking. I said, what the fuck is he kicking?
Cooking.
Okay.
Cooking duck leg with a dish called panhaggerty, which is layered potato, onion, and cheese.
Dog leg?
Duck leg, yeah.
Dog, like in Bow Wow?
Duck.
Okay, what the fuck? Dude, you scared the fuck out of me. I'm like, what the fuck are you eating?
Jesus Christ.
My bad. I heard dog, man. The fuck? That's my best friend. Yeah.
Donald, you know?
Duck. Oh, no, you know what? Duck is good. Duck is really good.
Yeah,
It's lean. It doesn't have a lot of fat. Yep, it's good stuff.
Well, duck has got plenty of fat.
Does it? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Duck has got loads of fat on it because it's a water bird. They need to have a lot of fat on them.
Somebody told me they were a lot more healthier than chicken. I don't know.
No, bollocks. Duck is...
Yeah?
Duck is an indulgence.
Oh, it's turkey. Maybe I'm thinking of turkey. Okay.
Yeah.
You might be thinking of ostrich. Ostrich is very lean.
Yeah, ostrich tastes like beef.
You've eaten ostrich?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I.
Oh yeah, I used to eat ostrich burgers all the time when I was weightlifting a lot. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. That's a mean animal, by the way. You ever see ostriches? They're always fucking chasing and pecking at people, man.
Yeah, they
I didn't kill them myself, bro. I bought it at the grocery store, man. I didn't go out hunting them.
Yeah, an ostrich kick can split you. You know.
Oh yeah. What is that? The llama that spits? Oh, that fucking animal. Yeah, that thing, man. I don't know. They had a petting zoo.
A llama is like a camel. A camel there. They will spit at you.
Yeah, and that thing was spitting at the kids. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Put something over his mouth or something. You see all the kids crying. It's full of spit. Oh, man, it's so bad.
Expect? It's an animal. You know, that's what they do.
They're not supposed to spit, dog. Oh, my God.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, what's up, Tommy? You think that's a defense mechanism to spit? I mean, it's like the
Yeah.
skunk.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
spitting is the okay. You know what? I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, let's-
llamas, lemurs, and camels. They're
Yeah.
all like from the same type of group, I think, and they all spit at you.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think.
Hmm.
That's their defense. Hey, they go to Shady Spot. Y'all know Tommy, right? Let me drop his link, man. He's a good guy, one of the good guys in this community. From Philadelphia also. So there you go. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Support your yeah, go ahead.
Like I said to Tommy, I had a family move from Ireland to Philly.
To Philly? Really?
Yeah.
What part? You know what part?
They stayed in Mutter Street.
What is it? Mutter?
Mutter, yeah.
Yeah. Mutter. Yeah. There's a
yeah,
Mutter
they
Street.
stayed
Yeah.
there.
Okay, all right.
They made they worked in the Stetson factory.
The hats.
Oh, right.
Stetson?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because they had
Yeah.
a big plant over in Philly, so they worked there. I don't know what
Okay.
they've done, but they worked there. And they're buried in the big Philly cemetery.
Okay. Well, what's a shame? I think they Frazier. You know who Frazier is, right? The one that fought
Yeah, yes,
Muhammad
I know.
Ali.
Yeah, I know.
I think they knocked down his gym to put something there that was told. I didn't know this, by the way. I didn't know. I thought that thing was going to be there forever. It's like, iconic gym. Joe Frazier is pretty big in Philly. But yeah, I couldn't believe. I mean, they'll keep up the Rocky statue, which is ridiculous. It's a fictional character, but Joe Frazier had a hell of a life, and he was a hell of a fighter.
It put Philly on the map, didn't it?
Frazier,
that one movie.
I disagree. I think Joe Frazier put Philly in the map, and then Rocky came along, and also, I can't say it didn't, represent Philly, but hey, what's up, Joe Waffles? He says F Paul.
yeah. Don't worry, I'm not worried about him.
But I think Joe Frazier's a better representation of Philly than Rocky. You know what I mean?
Real.
Yeah, I mean, because he's real, exactly. In my opinion, now, a lot of people will probably say, nah, Rocky, Asia, and all that shit. So, yeah, I do a good Rocky, I think. Yeah. Hey, there goes Smitty. Smitty, I'm gonna drop the link for you, man. You don't come up to my panel, man. What's wrong with you, brother? What's going on, man? You making me feel some type of way, brother. All right, there you go. Nobody's worried about you. Stop.
Yeah, he just goes on like that.
He trolls. He's not being disrespectful or anything, so he's cool.
No, he does that to me. I don't really totally bother.
Oh, does he? Yeah. Well, listen, think about it. You got one of the trolls of all trolls on your ass. Okay, he's not just a regular, troll. He's a troll. So if that makes you feel any better.
No. I just don't really care.
Yeah. Internet guy, what's going on? How dare you speak about Mikey? Yeah.
Oh yes, Mikey Guns.
Mikey Guns. Did you see the videos? He's out of he. I don't know, man. He's I think he's beginning to lose. I think he's always been crazy, but I think he's off the deep end, as they say, right? To go to, I mean, he's known in every community. It's like people. It's almost embarrassing to watch. You know what I mean? It's like I cringe when he gets busted by the channel owners. Like, don't we know you from somewhere? And it comes up that he's the boogeyman or the scratch and sniff.
Yeah,
around. That's got to be bad. I don't want to be known for would you want to be known for that type of shit? Oh, come on.
No, God, no.
No. Anything but to be known as a scratch and sniff guy. Fuck that.
Well, he's got so many videos out there about him now, hasn't he?
It's a lot. There's a lot of people covering them. They're doing a great job, by the way. It's to tell you the truth. If Mike Cerrone was to leave the community, I think there'd be an empty spot there. I don't think he'll be missed. The bullshit. Some of the bullshit he says is really out. Really bad.
I don't think he'd be missed as much as he makes out to be. There's only a few people who miss him. That'd be HB because he uses his for his channel. Other than that, no.
Yeah. What you think, Vic? You think the community it'll be like you think that they'll miss him somehow in a weird way?
Sure, of course. I think so. Not me personally, but I think there's people that will. I think there's people that miss Joe.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. You know what I mean? Being in the drama community, yeah, people like that are kind of, I guess they're missed, in a weird way.
I think in a certain way, most people would be missed by some segment of the sector. And the funniest part I thought of that thing, well, there was two, but the one that jumped out was when the guy said, "Hey, somebody told me to, just look you up on YouTube, Mike. Man, there's a lot of videos about you, bro." That made me laugh, man.
And he had to cheat.
Invites your own, and they're all.
You had to cheat after being invited on the panel to have a go at the panel and say the show is crap.
Well, he's offended by then. By the end, he always does that. He's going to throw a shot at them. Of course, he said, "Oh, this is a boring channel. This and that." Of course, that's Mikey's MO. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, Bart Robinson.
I like Internet God's comment.
Well,
Internet God's comment's pretty funny. The one right, that one right there.
The community will crumble without Mike Cerrone. I guess they will. Listen, I guess they will move on. Obviously, you know what I mean. But I don't think there'll be another, because Mikey has a lot of things going for him. You know what I mean? He's not only incel, but it's a lot going on there. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? He's Cyrax times 2 in my opinion. I've seen Cyrax. I think Cyrax. I can't watch him. Man, I'm gonna tell you the reason I can't watch him. I think obviously that he has actual problems. Right? You don't have to even push play, and you can see there's something wrong with the dude. God bless, birth defect, whatever that is. And it's really, really. I heard about some other things he's done that I don't want to repeat, and that's not fun to me. Right. Because I think he has a history of. I really don't want to say, but because I'm not 100% sure, but he's done a lot of bad stuff.
He's insane. No, Cyrex is insane and dangerous.
Exactly. So
and that's not entertaining.
Yeah.
That's not entertaining. Mike is kind of funny, insane. So he's dangerous in a certain way that we talked about, but not like Cyrex, man.
I don't think he's funny the way he talks to women.
Right. Well, exactly. That's not funny at all. Obviously, and Cyrax can get pushed into doing something. That's the danger right there. I think Cyrax is not all there, so he can actually get trolled into doing something horrible. You see where I'm going with that?
Like showing your junk on showing your junk on YouTube.
Yeah, but
he did that. Right. So did Cyrax. Cyrax actually pulled it out and. Enjoyed it, let's say, on his own panel.
Are you kidding?
He pulled it out and was no, I'm not kidding. That's when I first got to meet him because or not meet him, but know who he was because Kate Peters, Massol was covering him and they actually did. She actually did kind of a predator catch YouTube sting with him and caught him doing communicating with her or someone else. Yeah. I'm saying that guy's really a dangerous guy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why he's still on YouTube if he has any what you just said there. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I see you changed your name to Vic Ferrari.
Hey, I'm on IA, bro.
I just noticed it.
I'm not accountable. I'm not accountable for anything.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not a big believer in talking to women in any type of way. You know what I mean? I don't. I hear it all the time. You know what I mean? But I think he goes extra. I think he purposely, like what he says to Megan. It's like, you really have to say that to Megan. Megan's not a bad looking person. First of all, she's very pretty. And as far as personality, she's always been enjoyable to watch on YouTube. I don't know. I think he knows how to curse at women, and what I mean by that, he hits the spots. Oh, you're ugly, or you're fat. You know what I mean? Obviously, the things that women don't like to hear.
No, I don't think that. None of those do it. I mean, all right, if you call a woman that just once, she'll lose her temper. But after hearing it so many times, it becomes boring for them to hear.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
mean,
same insult.
I'd rather him, use the word bitch or whatever. We don't use cunt or whatever than pick and choose, pick a woman off like that. Like talk about her weight and her coochie or
And
whatever. I think that's
but-
nasty shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but the amazing
Hey,
thing
Kane,
is,
what's going on, Kane?
he's no Armani model neither, is he? He should. It's like the pot calling the kettle.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You
Good
know.
point. Yeah. Yeah. But hey, what can you say, man? A lot of people cover him, man. A lot of people. He's a phenomenon. I think he's a phenomenon. Not in in the weirdest way. People have whole panels about him. You know what I mean? There's videos, channels covering him 24/7. They're picking him off. As far as content, yeah, he's. I don't have to have him on here. I can just do what I just did, just play his videos because other people are doing it. For my own reasons, I won't have him up here because I think he's just something that I don't want to. I don't really need. Is it good for the numbers? Probably. But I don't need that type of numbers. If you
Yeah, but it may be good for the viewing hours. But at the end of the day, your subscribers count too, and
yeah, but it's a trade-off, right? So
Yeah.
morals over money, basically. So I choose no morals, I guess. You know what I mean? What is it? That's cheers. The panel feature is a European. Has a European Rudy. What the fuck? Waffle is all over the fucking place.
Yeah. Not really worried about what he thinks, to be quite honest.
It just depends, man. Listen, he trolled me. He trolled a bunch of my friends.
No, I just don't care. I just don't care what he thinks.
Yeah, it's the trolling is it's what I started as, Paul. Believe it or not, me and Vic. That's where I met Vic at. I was down there with the subscribers trolling channels. You know what I mean? I wasn't an ass. I wasn't a crazy troll. I think I was more a politically correct troll, if that makes any sense. So if I was a big cop watching fan and stuff like that. So that's how I met Joey, actually. So there you go.
Yeah. No. I was watching BB.
Yeah.
I think Angel was a right proper FUD. That's what I think.
FUD, yeah.
Well, dude, yeah. The fuck you just call me, man? You call me a FUD?
I thought you were yes, a right proper FUD. Yes. No, I don't know. That's something I picked up from Paul, man. I think it's
What's up? What is a FUD, bro? Somebody tell me.
FUD's just a stupid person. You do something stupid, you're a FUD.
I just got called stupid in British. I'm a FUD. Like I'm a FUD.
It's actually from Glasgow. Glaswegians use it more.
But could you imagine family, friends, future employers searching as your name in videos? I know. You ever think of that? You ever think of that? About the girl that ever dates him, right? And just happens to just punch his name up on Google. And, a lot of people do that. And his fucking name's up. His name pops up as a scratch and sniff guy from YouTube. Oh, my Lord. Yes, sir. There you go. Yeah. Well, I think he doesn't care. So no self-awareness. I think he doesn't care what he looks like, what people think about him. That no self-esteem. I think. What else?
I will say to this response, it's my channel. I'll do what the hell I want on my channel. Nobody likes it. Well, go and watch somebody else.
Listen, Paul. When was the last time you went live anyway? Because I've been looking around and I don't see
it was about a week and a half ago. I was in in London. I done one in London and I done one for a couple forward and days after that.
I see. I think I gotta double check that that my alerts are on because you just got to be more consistent, Paul. Sometimes I know you're aiming. I know you can take my advice. I mean, but sometimes you can just go live, just to go live, just to.
I prefer do location lives at the moment.
Yeah. At the moment, I know you're focused on doing that. Look, I think it's going to be great, by the way, because you live in Britain, man. A lot of people never seen Britain.
Yeah, again.
Not from your point of view, anyway. You know what I mean?
It's all about the money situation.
Yeah. So yeah, there's ways you can.
There is ways.
Yeah.
But to go to a different place, you need money to go there to buy like sort of drinks and something like that, and travel fare down there.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Brandon Looney Tunes, I'm not bringing you up because we're talking about adult stuff. I'll bring you up really quick, Brandon, but I can't keep you up here too long. For hey, what's going on, AC? There's a video where AC kind of bust Mike on a panel. I want to say it was the Eli's podcast. Was it? I don't know which one it was, but I'll look for it next time and I'll play it. Let me bring Brandon.
Hold on. That is a lie, Joe. Joe, that is a lie. I never.
What happened?
Yeah, Paul, and can't admit it. I've always said I've timed you out. I timed you out because you were trolling, and I didn't like anybody trolling my channel, and I've done it to a few others too.
Yeah, come here. Total different. Okay, I see. All right. Anyway, what's going on, Brandon?
Why wouldn't you let me on the panel? I was backstage about half an hour.
I know, because we're talking about adult stuff, and I want to keep you away from that type of stuff, you know. So while you're on panel, we won't go. Yeah, understand. I hope you understand. I'm not trying to keep you off from panel. Is that I don't want you to. Yeah, I don't want you to be involved in.
You want to show my new avatar?
Oh, I like it. What is it?
It's Bugs Bunny. It says Looney Tunes Fan 2000.
All right.
I came here because I wanted to show you this avatar.
Cool. I like it. Absolutely. Yeah. Exit solo.
Hi, Vic, my buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Brandon? How you doing, bro?
I got this new avatar.
I see it, man. It looks good, man. Hey, listen.
It looks real good.
You know, like Angel was saying, man. He was showing some things, and we're going to be talking about some adult stuff, and like I told you, man, there's some little bit of heat on us at the moment, brother, and I don't want to bring that over to your channel, okay?
Yeah, but we'll for sure go visit you, but sometimes it gets kind of hot under the collar, and I don't want you in the middle.
I wanted to send you a picture on Vic's email.
Right. Hey, Brandon, have you met Paul? Have you met Paul?
Go to Paul's channel. Yes, visit Paul.
Hello, Brandon.
You haven't met Paul, Brandon?
Not really.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you're lucky. Keep it that way. Keep it that way.
I've actually got a big live coming up.
I had to hit you with
it. I've got a big live coming up in the next 40 days or 41 days.
Good stuff.
It's I'm going to the International Air Tattoo.
How long are you gonna keep me on here for?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean? Till I get bored. But you know what, Paul? I tell you what, promo. Start promoting that. Start putting that in the community. Make a nice little thumbnail, whatever.
I need to see if I can get the tickets first.
Oh, okay.
If I do get the tickets, we will be promoted on there.
And do you like this new avatar?
Do it a week at least advance a promo of it when you're gonna do it. Yeah. What'd you say?
Do you have to Looney Tunes character?
I do love the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Do you like this new avatar, Angel?
Yeah, I saw it. I put you on solo. Yep.
What about Vic?
Now Vic doesn't like it.
Yeah,
he doesn't like rabbits. He doesn't like rabbits.
Yeah. I like silly rabbits. Those are pretty interesting. Hey, Brandon.
Yes.
Hey, Brandon. Paul here. When I first met him, a little while after, he called me a cunt, bro. Think that's cool? That's not cool, huh?
Triple X word.
I know. Tell Paul, man. Tell Paul he shouldn't talk like that, man. That's not nice.
That's probably one of the worst words to say on my channel.
Yeah. Hold up, guys. Hold up.
Not in Britain.
I'm gonna do something now, Kane. Now pay attention, Kane. I'm gonna do something real quick. Go ahead. Continue. I'm gonna take a wrench real quick. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. And I did got the new avatar from a user, a new collection of new panelists called.
Hey, Kane, write something in the chat. Kane, write something in the chat.
Yeah, you got to tell Paul, Brandon. I mean, he says he's my friend, and then he calls me names like that, man. That's not nice.
I was asking his favorite Looney Tune character.
There you go. Okay, got you.
I'm gonna guess what I know about Paul. It's Pepe Le Pew. That's my guess.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that?
No, it's more like Marvin the Martian.
All right, there we go. Pepe Le Pew? I remember Pepe Le Pew. I don't think that's a favorite of anybody's. He's a horny fucking skunk, is what he was. That's what he was.
Hey,
He's in a movie.
I learned a lot of my. Anyway, I'm not even gonna forget it.
I was backstage for about 20 minutes.
I know, buddy. It's just we were talking about, stuff that I don't want you involved in. You know what I mean?
How is it back there? Everything comfy back there? Backstage okay?
I wanted to show my new avatar.
I'll tell an Angel when he has people backstage, he should start having bottle service. What do you think about that idea?
That'll do. That'll do it.
And that same person is going to give me a new banner.
Yep. A little snack bar.
Okay.
No, a couple of cold drinks. Do well.
Right. Yeah.
I'm on the
Wouldn't that be
phone for
good?
Jay.
Yeah.
Hey, Kane, write something. I think she's cool already. All right.
I'm going to have to step down in a minute. I've got my stuff. I've got to check my stuff.
Well, Paul, it's always a pleasure.
And
Yeah,
the reason I'm mainly here for Beck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope your stuff's okay. Paul. At our age, man, you never know what you're
Well,
gonna
it's just potatoes and dog leg, Can't forget the dog leg.
You're a fan favorite, Paul. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean? You're a fan favorite here, so you're always welcome to
Thank
come
you.
around. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Brilliant, mate. Look after yourself. Vic, I'll have a chat with you later. Take
Hey,
care,
good luck with that, man.
All
Hey,
right,
let
my
me
friend.
let me know
Take
if you
care.
need any help with the promo when you do that, and I'll be more than happy to
I will
help
do.
you promote
Thank you
it.
very
All
much,
right.
mate. Look
Okay.
after yourself.
All right. You too.
All right, man. Take care, brother.
I listen. I want everybody to win. I don't know. I want everybody to fucking win somehow. I think if he goes about it the right way, I think Paul's channel. Paul's loosened up lately. By the way, Paul should not even be like trolling or talking about. He was always focused about talking about history and stuff like that. I see Paul now, kind of mixing it up with people now. Like, okay, Paul, all right. So I think he has to add that to his repertoire. You know what I mean? Because we are in the drama community, so you gotta touch on it a little bit. So yeah,
Paul's cool, man. That's one of my guys right there, man. Paul. I got to know him through Brian, who I reached out to him and told him, man, you got to come around, bro. I miss talking to you, man.
Well, Brian?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
he said
I know.
he said, I guess he's real busy with work, and they're doing some construction or something at the house. So it sounds like he's got a lot going on, but he said he'll be around.
I thought maybe he just took a break because of whatever, but he'll definitely be back. Hopefully, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
It could be a little bit of that, but I exchanged some messages with him yesterday. So yeah. But I got to know Paul, Liz, and Veen through Brian. That's another good guy, man.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with taking a fucking break, bro. It's nothing. People, YouTube's not going any fucking where. You know what I mean? If you're a content creator or channel owner, okay, I know it's difficult, especially if you're monetized and all that. But if you're not monetized and listen, sometimes you walk away and you could, not even. The thing is, you just can't just watch, and you have to actually disconnect completely, like I did.
Hey,
like you did.
I can attest. I can attest to the fact that I virtually stepped away. I won't say entirely because I did. There's a couple channels that I still kind of peeked in, but I didn't comment. I didn't go on any. So I was virtually away for almost 4 months, right?
Right.
And I can tell you, it was all still waiting here for me when I got back.
Yeah.
Right? The good, the bad, and the ugly, man. Everybody is still here, and nothing's nothing's changed. You know, it's not like, oh my God, it's kind of like those soap operas, right? You turn in the Days of Our Lives and you miss it for like 6 months, and then you watch like 2 episodes and you're like all caught up.
Yeah.
That's basically
Well,
what it is, man. And I think I came back refreshed, honestly. I'm looking at it from a different perspective, and hopefully people kind of hear that in my voice. I'm just not. I'm not here about the anger and the you know.
Well, a lot of people tell me that. Tell me the same thing. They told me that you sound refreshed. I sound refreshed. That's because I'm locked in. And a couple things happened when I left. You know what I mean? And a couple things happened. The reason why I came back, a couple things happened too. So a renewed sense of something. You know what I mean? I won't go into it, but yeah, I mean, I'm locked in, and I think the fact that I'm not a fucking quitter, you know, kind of helps. You know what I mean? So yeah.
The only thing I do for me, I mean, I think now I'm back, and people now understand that it wasn't anything personal with them or whatever. So I'm kind of over that. I do feel you know, a little sad that a couple people, you know, passed away while and I didn't get a chance to interact with them before they were gone. But that's life right there, right? That happens in real life. You get a call and say, I had a friend of mine that moved about an hour away, and then one day I got a call that he had been fighting cancer and he was gone. And he was actually the first person that I ever met in recovery in the town that I live in. I was wandering around this church one day because I couldn't find the meeting. And I seen this guy outside, and I was like, hey, man, there's an AA meeting here someplace? And he put out his hand and he said, yeah, you're in the right place, brother. Come on in. Wow. And I started my entire journey. And so I just felt so bad because he never, I guess he only revealed to like 1 or 2 people that he was fighting this cancer, and then he was gone. And, I kind of like, there was part of me, and I got to admit, there was that little bit of part of me was like, you motherfucker, why didn't you tell me? I would have came out to see you. But that was his decision, right? That's how he chose to go. And and it's all good, man. He had actually given me a Buster Posey Giants jersey that he didn't want when he moved, but it was too small for me. But now it fits my older son, so I gave it to him. So that's gonna carry on,
I tell you what, I didn't know that the true LES, rest in peace, was going to impact me so much. It really did, and that further told me, what, I got to do this, for the right reasons. You know what I mean? Because LES was all about being peaceful, trying to help the Puerto Rican community. His channel was geared for everybody, but he was proud of being Puerto Rican and his heritage and everything. And he talked about his life in New York, and he shared that with people. Now, what he didn't share, personally, he shared with me that he was ill. To that extent, I didn't know that he was that bad. When it got bad, he kind of disconnected from everybody. So I didn't know only a couple of days after that he actually passed away. He was very secretive about that, and I respect that. You know what I mean? So. I pay. One of the things I'm gonna do, because just to follow his steps, does not mention anything to do with my health. It's something that I used to always kind of bring up all the time. So I'm not speaking about my health or anything. It's just not the right thing to do in this community because you certain things you can't share everything. There's such a thing as oversharing. You see what I'm saying? I've been guilty of that. And so I want to take a hold of that and not do that anymore. So, and I actually tell people, I would tell people not to overshare because it could be used against you later on, or So, shout out to True LES and his family for sure. Let me see. He was a good dude, man, for sure. Didn't tell. Yeah, but I knew he was sick, but not to that extent. You know what I mean? I know he was. I knew some things, but I didn't know everything. But I understand why he kept it off of YouTube for sure.
One thing I'm about to agree and disagree a little with Mike. What he said was you know, he's like, oh man, we're not friends. We're all just acquaintances, and I don't give a, I don't care what happens with anybody or this or that. I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, there's certain people on here, you know, like yourself, that I do consider to be, you know, a friend, because we share, you know, more personal things. Same with Paul. I mean, Paul and I have had, you know, Marie Cook. I mean, these are you know, friends, and some of the other people in here are YouTube acquaintances, but I mean, we've all known each other now for, some of us for almost 3 years, some of us, you know, not as long. And unless you're just a complete, which isn't even really, I mean, a thing. But anyway, you know, you develop some sort of feeling, man. You know, I a little bit made me feel good. I was really down, man, when I heard about Harley, Spike's dog. Rest in peace,
I
King.
know.
You know,
That was so
because
sad.
we know that that's going to have an effect on Spike, and we care, and we care about him. You know, it just, unless you're just completely, yeah. I mean, you know, we don't see like, you know, I was able to send a message to Forever 21 in the Discord, and it made me feel good, right? Because that was one of the original, you know, people of Joe's that we know wasn't doing well, and you know, there is, you know, some sort of caring and compassion. Yeah, it's not like, you know, it's different than like what I feel for like my
you're
sons.
not
I mean, we
human.
understand that.
Yeah. But yeah, but you're
but
not
I mean,
human
how
if
you
you don't
gonna
feel
know
something.
somebody?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Go ahead.
Right. I mean, how you gonna be? I mean, how you gonna like be around these people, man, for all this time, and then, you know, not have some kind of feeling, man. Another one for me that I was really sorry that, you know, I wasn't around. I found out kind of after and everything was, you know, Triggered Limey, man. I mean, it's like,
Another
you know,
one. Rest in
I
peace.
feel,
Yeah.
you know, I can relate to, you know, what happened there, bro. And it's like, no, I never met the guy. I've talked to him a few times. He's across the pond and all that stuff. But it was like, man, there's real people behind these voices. We joke around about being AIs and trolls and bullshit, but you know, we're real people, man. So people that say I don't care, I don't buy that from most of the people. I mean, there's a few people that maybe, like we talked about Cyrax, like he's so far gone, or
yeah,
I don't want to mention anybody else, but you know, that maybe they don't have that feeling. But you know, if you you know, and even if you have hate, let's say people talk about, oh, I hate Cerrone, or I hate XYZ. I hate to always use Cerrone. I should stop doing that. But right, but okay, but if you have hate, if you think you have hate for the person, that's still a passion and that's still a feeling, right?
Yeah,
when,
I can't hate
when you
nobody.
have complete, you know, so that's you know, so anyway, that's just what I'm saying. I mean, I know people give me flack. Oh, I don't care about anybody. Okay, well then that's cool. You know, I do, man. And I think a lot of people out there, even people you don't like. I mean, let's say. I mean, again, I'm not going to put out any names, but let's say there's somebody, you know, we know the people that people don't like, they got issues with this, that, and the other thing that they did. If you found out, you know, tomorrow that person was dead, God forbid, I would think most of the people that I consider to be decent people here would be like, oh man, that's sad, even though maybe you didn't like what they did.
I'm sure.
Or their stance.
I'm sure.
That, you know, that's just
people,
me. I mean, you know, nobody here is soulless. Nobody, you know, come on now.
You do have to put on like a persona type. You know, you can't. I understand why people don't let their guard down. I really, really fucking do. And even through my trials and tribulations, I've learned a big. You know what I mean? I've learned a great lesson through the. I don't want to talk about it, but even through the waffles and the guys, Cheesehead and Jake, I learned a lot, bro. You know what I mean? About myself,
of course.
About, you know what I mean, and I can never hate any of those guys. You know what I mean? I remember what I do is I forgive them. I forgive myself. You see what I'm saying? And I forget.
Hey, I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna let you. Yeah.
I don't feel any. I don't have no bad feelings. You see what I'm saying? That's how I'm able to really interact with and see them. And if they got something to say to me, that's fine. But I've moved on, and I could say, well, you know, I might have fucked up there, and it's okay to say you fucked. That's another thing. People don't, you know, they lie to themselves. They don't want to say, well, I fucked up here or I fucked up there, and just move on. You know what I mean? Apology doesn't make you fucking weak. Now, I'm not going any tour apologies anymore, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna let everybody in on a little secret too, and if he hears this, I know he's gonna bark at me, and that's okay. Smitty does care.
Yeah, it's all up front. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Maybe that'll get him to come up here and tell me to F off that he doesn't care.
Happy International.
Smitty.
Oh, is it International Cheese Day? Is that a thing? Because they celebrate everything, dog. If you look at your calendar, if you have an iPhone, it's a day for every fucking thing. Yeah, it might be true. Who knows?
Oh yeah. Well, we know how Mike is gonna celebrate, man. He's gonna cultivate some of that Zamunda cheese.
Oh, you killed me. I'm not eating cheese for a fucking month. Oh my god. Jeez, he's gonna scratch and sniff his balls. Oh, hey, Sean Little, I think you're gonna like the new version of the intro. I don't think you were here, but I'll play it at the very end so you can take a look. It's Puerto Rico's in there for sure. It's a lot in there. But Smitty is one of those people that I didn't know coming into YouTube. He wasn't on Joe's when I was there, but he would come around, and then I learned. And speaking of Forever 21, dude, if I can. At least I don't know. We'll talk offline, but if I can get to talk to her or at least reach out to her, that'll make my fucking year. Yeah,
I missed who you said. I'm sorry.
Forever 21.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can do what I can do.
I really do miss her for sure, man. For sure. But yeah, Vic Ferrari. I mean, not Vic. Smitty. So then I learned about what happened with Smitty, and I was like, wow, you know what I mean? I couldn't even fathom the idea of what that man's have gone through. So shout out to Smitty, and I think he's gonna be all right. I mean, you know what I mean? He's gonna be all right. He is fine, you know what I mean? But I hope he heals, and I mean, I can't imagine. I'm not the right person to even get. I just want to say, keep your head up, Smitty. Yep.
He's got a good support system around him, man, which is important. So
yeah.
What's Waffles up to, man? What's up? Waffles causing problems. Now he's
I
got
can't
a
hate
wrench.
people. I don't know, but I you know what I gave it to me? There's a soccer account out there.
Yeah.
Same exact everything. So I just looked, and that's actually him. So yeah, he's not being disrespectful. I know it's Waffles. I mean, you know. He needs to hold me accountable. So I'm just waiting for the. I think there was a waffle in here, and the first two, maybe the third live, there was a waffles in here that wasn't even him. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even acknowledge him because I was like, that's not him. It wasn't him.
Yeah.
So I'm going back to the.
You got to be careful
to give him wrenches because for identity purposes, because I don't know who's who. Yep. He said,
that's not cool, man.
He said Samsonite has 5 soccer accounts right now. Shout out to Samsonite. That's a cool dude. He never catches my lives, he says, but I think that's because he works. But he's a good guy, man, for sure.
Wow, there's people on YouTube that work. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's weird, man. Yeah, quit your job, man.
I checked out Smitty the other day. So what happened was, I think he did it 2 times in a row. He'll go live, play his music or something, and then go off.
Inclement weather. They're having bad weather back there.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. So
he's having some problems. I forget what he said. He's on whatever. Provider or system that he's on, they got knocked down by the weather, and so it's been kind of hit and miss. But I think they've fixed it now, if I understood correctly. Yeah, 'cause I was tripping on that too. I was like, well, what's going on, man? I come over to the live and then it's done, and he said he's got some just weather issues wherever he's at. I'm not even sure where he lives.
Yeah, that's got to be shitty when
speaking of weather issues. Hey, speaking of weather issues, tomorrow where I live. It's going to be 107, right? With gusty winds.
What the fuck?
And how weird is that going to be, man? Man, everybody around here is getting a little like tripped out about what's going to happen. 107 degrees and wind gusts. So I don't know what that's going to be like, man. But I'm planning on just staying inside, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah, that's well.
Yeah.
You're in the West for sure. That you see when y'all
I am.
get a
Yeah.
little bit of bad weather, y'all freak the fuck out. You know what I mean? Over here, we get all types of fucking. We get
right.
we get sleet, snow, rain, fucking everything.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, for sure.
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No,
Hey, guys.
Anytime it rains, they hand out sandbags over here. That's how much.
Yeah.
That's how much pussies we are. It's like, oh, there's a 12% chance of rain. Come get your sandbags.
That's why the houses in PR are built the way they are. I don't like, to tell you the truth, I don't like those types of houses that are like hurricane and yeah, I mean they're too fucking hot. You know what I mean? You gotta put central air in them because. But I just don't like the blocky look. You know what I mean? Now my father, his house,
Right.
He kind of built it kind of different, but it's like almost mandated to build your house in a certain way. It has to because it can actually cause more problems if you don't build your house a certain way. You can damage other property. So they're real strict about that. But yeah, they got to make it weatherproof. Yep.
Right.
We get off season.
Well, it's the same thing here with the earthquake and stuff. Same thing with the earthquakes over here. You get there's certain things you got to do, like you got to have your water heater off, like that. You have to have it on a platform and strapped, and you got to get a permit to put in a water heater here.
Yeah, look at Nova. Nova said, we get 4 seasons in one day in the UK. That's got to be bad. 4 seasons in one day. That's everything. Everything under the sun. Yeah. But yeah, listen, I was looking forward to going live today. I really was, man. I'm busy. I'm feverishly finishing, almost getting to your video, and I want to get that done by the end of the week. I told you what happened, right? I lost. Lucky I back up everything. If that, I got so fucking mad. I almost threw my iPad against the wall because I did something the night before, and I don't know what the fuck, and I lost everything. But I actually have it all back now, so it's just a matter of just putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Yep.
Right. I hear you, man. If you need if you've lost anything, I got everything.
Oh no, I got everything.
That I could always send it.
Maybe some of the links
cool,
probably I'll probably ask you for, but the rest of the stuff I have.
Let me know. Just let me know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Speaking of links, have you dropped the panel link? If anybody wants to.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Come up here. Yeah, drop the panel link because maybe Kane or anybody, Nova.
I don't
Waffles,
think
Waffles could start holding me whoever. I don't know.
I've never been on panel with
Waffles could start holding me accountable.
I've never been on panel.
No, Kane's awesome, man.
Yeah. I see her go everywhere. Obviously, I've known her for not known her, but I've seen her around for a long time. So, yep. Okay, again, it's allowed to be. Yeah. And Sean Little, he's gonna enjoy the new intro. The guy probably Iceberg Mississippi has been.
Oh shoot.
He said, "Oh shoot," and left. He hit the wrong button. Flaky J. What's going on, Flaky? He'll be right back. The thing, he does. He goes. He uses his phone to use YouTube and StreamYard and all that. He's got a brand new headset. That's why he sounds a lot better. But we'll get him. We'll get him right, so that way he won't have to do it from his phone anymore. So how's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? I hope everybody is having a wonderful week. There he is. ¿Qué pasa?
I'm back. Hey, for me, only dropping off once and whatever it's been an hour is pretty good.
Hey, by the way, buenos dias. I think I forgot to say that today. Yeah.
There's Flaky Jake, man.
Flaky's in the chat.
Getting a laptop.
She's funny, man. You know what? Through Brian, I met Flaky Jake. I met you. Because I used to troll the hell out. Well, I used to troll the hell out of Brian before, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's got it coming. He's got it coming.
I'm trying to think of the name of the shoot. What is her name? anyway, I met a few people through Brian for sure. Good people, all of them. But Flaky Jake and you, obviously. I'm trying to think who else. Where am I?
We had Big Jake was over there
Big
for
Jake was over
quite a
there.
while.
Big Jake.
Megan.
Megan. Yeah.
Even what's his name, man? The guy, professor, the professor of tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Nick
Well,
Bull.
the thing is with Brian, if I remember correctly, when I got to Joe's, he was already locked into a battle with him. I kind of came in and kind of just joined the roasting or whatever a little bit. A lot of things that he did with Brian, I didn't partake in. I was there, but I didn't partake. But I thought I was like, what the fuck? I actually thought Brian was the biggest asshole in the world. I actually had it in my mind that he was the biggest asshole. I was like, this guy's an asshole, and I used to troll the fuck out of him. Once I got to know Brian, dude, that dude is down to earth, man. That motherfucker makes me fucking laugh, bro. He's a good guy, and I'm glad that we put that behind us and we moved on from that. But yeah, Brian's a good guy, man, for sure.
Me too, man. He's cool. I mean, he's like anybody else, bro. I mean, we got our things, man.
He's a dad is fucking Cowboys. That's the only fucking thing I don't like. Yeah, fuck the Cowboys.
Right, I agree.
Can't stand
Hey,
the fucking Cowboys.
Am I echoing on the panel?
No, you're fine. I could put your volume down a little if you want. No, you're not.
Because I'm echoing. I'm echoing in my headset.
Are you? All right. Let me try something. See if I
hold on. Am I still at? Hold on.
Go ahead. Say something.
Whatever you did, it stopped. If you did anything. Okay.
Yeah,
it stopped. Whatever you did, it stopped.
Okay. I took the echo
Yeah, I'm good
cancellation off. Okay. All right. I think you're good now.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
No, I do. No. Yeah. I do hear
cool.
Echo. Hello.
Now you hear it.
Hello. I don't know. I don't know.
You hear me?
Yeah, you're good. You sound good.
Now you don't hear me?
No, you sound good.
Okay, no, I sound good. It was just for a second. I was hearing my voice. Okay. Anyway, technical difficulties.
You don't have another window open, do you?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, great. Because that's what causes it most of the time is that you have another window open. Flaky Jake. Well, Brian's cool, but he watches too much sports. Well, he's one of those dudes that I don't watch that much sports. I don't. Not unless I'm a bandwagoner. Fuck that. That's what I am. If the Sixers or the Eagles are winning, I'm watching. But if they're not fucking winning, I'm not watching. So call me a bandwagoner, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't. Do you watch a lot of sports, Rick? Just one suit.
Oh yeah.
You do?
Yeah. Baseball, basketball. Yeah, baseball, basketball, football. Me and my boys watch it. Yeah, together. I've been watching sports for
Eagles
all my life,
and the Phillies. Yeah.
That
one of my favorites.
Yeah, I've been
Eagles
watching it all my life.
I remember the
waiting for the NBA Finals to start.
I know. Is it that is? Brian's got to be beside him. He's got to be elated, but because the Dallas Mavericks are in there, right? Yeah.
Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, Mavericks are in there, bro.
I used to like college football till Penn State. Remember the thing with Penn State?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and all
that turned me off, obviously, because that was my favorite college team. So, yeah, I think.
Okay.
By the way, I think he was railroaded. By the way, that's just my opinion on that. But.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, him and Sandusky was really the culprit. And all
he
that,
was a
man.
fuck. He was a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, if Fraterno, well, that was his name, Fraterno.
Paterno.
Yeah, I don't think it was proven that he actually knew. That's I don't know. I'm still not a believer that he knew the extent of it. But even if he kind of if he suspected, he should have said something. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But to take his statues down and the championships are null. Really? That's how it goes. He
died in shame, man.
Yeah, he died soon after. Very soon after. But you take away from the players, though. The players didn't do anything. So why you take those championships away?
Right.
You take all those plaques and all that away. You're hurting.
So let me ask you this.
Cool.
Let me ask you
Yeah.
this though, right? One person does something, right?
Yeah.
Another person who happens to be associated with him may or may not know about it and doesn't say anything, and they get chastised. And then there's another group of people, in the students, like you say, that also get punished because they're associated with him. That sound familiar? You ever heard that before?
It happens a lot, bro. Unfortunately,
I heard that same thing somewhere else, but I can't remember quite where it was. You know, and hey, if there's a guy to go after, man, I mean, it's the head of the dragon, man. That's all I'm saying. It's just.
Yeah, the new phrase is Diddy. You know, no Diddy. You know, it's like that's a whole thing now. No, you know, Epstein got no Diddy. Yeah, so Epstein, there's no Epstein. You know, it's no Diddy. So that's a new term now. You know, it's funny as fuck. Well, not funny for the victims, but I'm just saying. Funny,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, just stay away from private islands, bro. I'm telling you, man.
What's going on, Grumpy?
Island.
Hey, Grumpy Drunk is down there. Let me see if Grumpy wants to come up. What's up, Bart?
Grumpy Drunk. How about Bart Robinson, bro? You ever had him on a panel?
He's
I don't
Puerto
know.
Rican.
I've never talked to Bart. I don't think.
He's actually Puerto Rican, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's perfect. I mean, that, you know.
That's fucked up.
No,
That's fucked up. Yeah. To tell you the truth, I've met a lot of the Puerto Ricans I've met on YouTube. Don't even, their names not even. Look at Robinson. That doesn't even sound. It's not, you know. So, yeah. Sooner or later they tell me, hey, Puerto Rican. So they have to actually tell me because their name.
Undercover, man.
Yeah. If it's not Rodriguez.
Undercover Puerto Ricans.
Yeah. Ruiz. Hey, what happened to Robert Ruiz? Shout out to Robert Ruiz.
Yeah, he's like overseas or something, I think.
Oh, is he? Okay. I thought he was.
I think so. Somebody might know more, but I think he's in like I think he's in like Africa or something, doing some stuff. I could be wrong, but that's what I understood.
Yeah. But obviously, you know, I would love to have Sean Little, Bob Robinson. Internet God is actually a person that I would love to talk to. There was a live we did, I think not the last live, the one before. He was really, really fucking smart. I never knew that about Internet God. He's really, really informative.
I think Bart Robinson might not be Puerto Rican. I'm not. Sure.
Oh, well, I might be wrong. There you go. Did you say I'm Puerto Rican? See? No? Okay. My bad. Spanish. You're Spanish. Okay. I think. I see. I get my races confused sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not everybody that talks Spanish is Puerto Rican, by the way. So you know what? That term, or I think I had a boss one time. Hired me, and he said the question was, how did he phrase it? Do you talk Mexican, or did he say something like that? He didn't say Spanish, and I looked at him like, do you mean Spanish? You know what I mean? He's like, oh yeah. Oh, he might have said Puerto Rican or Mexican, something like that. It tells me how ignorant he was. Obviously, I didn't last long. I was like a couple months. He had a bad attitude towards minorities. So you could tell by just that. Yeah. Good.
Bart put that out there like them was fighting words, man. It's like, hey, you just say I'm Puerto Rican?
Yeah. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. My bad. I swore he was Spanish for some reason. I'm probably confusing him with Sean Little, probably. That's what it is. My bad, guys. Barry, I don't care for him anyway. He cringed. I don't. For who? For
I think
Vic,
they're talking about Banana.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
For Vic, for Vic. I think they're talking about Banana in the chat. That's what.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about.
My mom is Switzerland. Pretty sure I'm not Spanish either.
What the fuck? My bad, Rob. Okay. My bad, Bart. Okay, I'm confused you with somebody else. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about Banana.
They're talking about Banana. Listen, I go up there. It's one of the few channels I go to. Now, people ask me all the time, why do you go Have Bananas? I'm like, well, he lets me be me. First of all, you know what I mean. He doesn't put any filters. Doesn't come after me in any type of way. Doesn't ask me stupid questions about the past, anything like that. It's the only time I get to talk to Megan. That's another, and Tommy. You know what I mean. That's and who else? You know, and those people obviously, uh, uh, uh they're friends. You know, I consider them friends, and I really don't get to be on panel if I don't go there. And Haban is not such a bad guy. I think in the big picture. I know he says a lot of controversial shit. I know he can be, you know, this, that, and the other. But for the most part, when I'm there, you know, he doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't really act up like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that, you know, if you want to know why I go up there, it's to see the other people, and we do have some fun sometimes. We do laugh, and it's not really dark or anything. If something like that was to come up, you'll see that I'll jump off. You know what I mean? If something goes left or something goes, actually, and it's fun to see Mike get roasted right there, front row seat. You know what I mean? It's nothing like being right there watching Mike get roasted. You know what I mean? You know, Father of the Chose has started to go over there, so that's fun. You know what I mean? So, yeah. His sexual comments. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know. Let me see your boobies. I know. I've seen it. I mean, I've heard it. Oh, here you go. Let you slide this time. My bad, Bart. Thanks, Bart.
I told you, this is fucking fighting words.
I think he got really offended by it. No, Bart's been
Bart's
with
gonna
his
be
channel.
Bart's gonna be over at the gym later, man. Fucking angel, they are Puerto Rican motherfuckers.
Puerto Rican. Everybody's Puerto Rican angels.
Knocking out them sets, man. Knocking out them sets, bro.
Sure. But yeah,
speaking of knocking out sets and weightlifting, man, where the fuck is Saul there? Where's Saul at?
You know what? I think Saul was never busted. And what I mean by that, you know, there was a whole witch hunt for Saul, right? I don't think they ever really got to find out who he really was. I think he did I think probably they were close. Well, while I am not, and then let me tell people this. I'm not interested in nobody. If you have anonymity, I don't care what you look like, who you are. I've never been curious to find out your information or anything like that. It's not my thing. You see what I'm saying? I understand why people protect their information and their names and stuff like that. I fully understand it. But I don't know. People were so, and I know why they were so sad, because of the things he said and this and that. But I don't think they ever got to find out who he really was. And I know, and I understand why they were going after him, because of the things he said, you know what I mean? But I don't know. He sounded smart. I mean, it sounded like he knew what he was talking about most of the time, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, of course, like I said, I mean, you know, his association with certain people wasn't exactly, you know, I mean, of my liking, but the things that Saul talked about that I knew something about, he was on point with it. You know what I mean? And I enjoyed talking to him, man. When I used to go on Joe's, man, Saul and I had some good talks. You know, I don't want to start sounding like Mr. Mike, but yeah, you know, man, we got
and a good
we got along all right.
Sean Little said, like Oprah, look under the chair. You're Puerto Rican. You're Puerto Rican. That's funny. Now that's funny for sure.
That is funny. I don't know Mr. Little, but I've seen a lot of his comments. Man, he's a funny cat. Yeah. Man. Maybe he's Saul. Maybe he's Fluffy T Cat.
Yeah. There's actually I don't know if that's him or not. He goes to Lord Docs all the time. I think his it looks like his avatar, but there's also a Jeremy.
It was.
It was him. Okay, all right.
He was under Fluffy T Cat. I talked to him in there. I assumed it was him because that's where he said he made one of the funniest compliments that I've ever heard for myself, and it sounded like something Saul would say. He said, let me see if I want to make sure I get this right. He said, Vic Ferrari is to Quick Vic like John Wayne is to John Wayne Gacy.
By the way, thank you,
Now
Dick.
that's a Saul. That's a Saul. That's a Saul comment, man, and it was
Yeah.
fucking funny.
I also see a Jeremy Irving out there, and I don't know. People say that's not him. It's not whatever. But Flaky Jake, I used to like you. I used to like Flaky Jake, but now Mike C is not 18% Puerto Rican.
Hey, I don't want to throw Jeremy under the bus, but because I know what happened, but he's already kind of a marked man anyway because of Joe. He goes over to Savage Dave's. He's in Savage Dave's chat. I've talked to him recently, and I know it's the real him.
Oh, you do? Okay,
it's the real him.
See? Yeah.
It's
hard to tell.
It's the real him because of the unless somebody's doing a really good impersonation of him and knows kind of the bits. I mean, because he knows a lot of stuff, and we were talking video games and old times at Joe's, and So I'm pretty sure. It's. I'm positive it's him.
I just scratch my head and say, well, listen, nobody's really going. If they are, nobody's really saying anything to them or whatever. And it seems like they've been accepted. And I think because they're not 100% sure. This is my theory. I don't think they are, and people are just kind of overlooking it or whatever. I don't. It's just I don't know. It's kind of strange, right? Because you would think
a couple people. A couple people come in and may kind of take a couple shots at him, but generally, I mean, everybody's okay. I mean, I'm going to say the same thing I said about Saul. I mean, the association for that long with Vegas Valley, isn't my thing. But I have no issues with Jeremy. And one thing I will say about Jeremy, and I told him this, when I left Vegas Valley, right, and I started going to other places, most of the people that were still there just ignored me. Like, wouldn't even say hello or anything, because I think because of fear. With Joe, oh God, you're talking to Vic, man, fuck that drunk bitch or whatever. But Jeremy was somebody that always was like, oh, what's up, Vic? Or put the Vic Ferrari with all the exclamation points like he likes to do. So I always just had respect the fact that that we never had a beef. So he always said what's up, and I thought that I thought that was cool.
To keep it a buck with you, I was really upset. Especially when they started trolling the Kensington people. They had the cameras, because they were battling Tommy back then, and the things he said about homeless people were, really bad. I said to myself, well, you know what? That's hypocritical of me to say, well, this, that, and the other when I was obviously there too, and says things, and shit, and kind of roasted people too. Not to that extent. But I hold no grudges against Jeremy. But
well, I think what it is like a lot of us have different political and social views, right? And I mean, for some people, they look down on those people and think they're drags on society. And I know that he was I think he was in Oregon maybe for a while. And when you live in a place like that, it can start to get to you, man. I mean, and I get that, but just because we have different views like that. I mean, he's never. I mean, he never come after me for the things that I don't like that. Okay, if you're gonna show Kensington, right? Like I'm okay with it. Like if you said, hey, let's pull up the Kensington, whatever you call that thing, right? What live cam, right? And we talked about what was going on with these people, how they could be helped, those kind of things. I'd be cool with that. Pulling it up to laugh at them and treat them like they're entertainment because they're nodding out on the street. That I don't like. That I don't go for.
Right. Believe it or not, if you remember, Joe did that to get back at Tommy. You know what I mean? So people got ridiculed. They were zooming in into people obviously having a real fucking hard time and talking to them. Talking about them in a less than human way, and Mike Sharon was up there too, by the way. And that's I can't even have the word. I can't even form the word of how I felt that at that time, because he wanted to troll Tommy, me. I was still the Mr. Channel still So it was pretty bad. To get back at somebody, you go after the helpless. you know, that's I don't know, man. I don't know what you call that, but
No,
whatever.
yeah, right. No,
You know.
hey, it's how they choose to live, man, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's what they want to do, and you know, all we can do is, you know,
Yeah, but
present things in a more positive way. And hope,
they don't stop being human because they're lost. Those
right?
people
No,
might they might see the light one day, you know. But while they're there,
sure.
you know, I'll listen. I'll argue with you or anybody that tells me that they don't count or that they
No, of course.
they should be treated in any differently. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh
it
yeah,
just-
yeah, yeah. No, I'm talking about the people that show that are in the negative light.
Oh yeah, of
I'm
course.
talking about
yeah,
them.
yeah. Back
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
that's what we were doing
know.
to get back at Tommy. They were showing. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Obviously, fucking stupid thing to do, but you know, Joe did a lot of stupid shit.
Well, you know what Joe should have did. You know, fly out to Kensington, man, get his camera and walk around like he did on the Vegas Strip and say the shit that he was saying online and see how that works out for him.
Right. I think my fear was that. Well, not my fear, but I would have never said anything. But obviously, there's people there that I probably know. I live in Philly, and I think probably Tommy. I'll ask Tommy about it. But I didn't watch because I said, man, if I see somebody I recognize, I'm really gonna lose it or something. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't watch. Now I think Tommy probably felt the same way. He's like, fuck, if he zooms in. Obviously, we were gonna say, oh, we know that person, but obviously he would have came after that person. So it was like I didn't watch for the most part. I just refused to watch. He kept that shit on for one time, I think 14 hours.
I gotta tell you, bro. If I was like, if that was here, like if I was close to that, and they were live streaming it, I probably would have gone down there myself.
You know, I thought about that, bro. I swear to God,
make a big sign that says
yes. Dude, I thought about it, man.
BBCW walking down the street, bro.
I thought about getting one of those board things and writing "fuck BBC."
That would have been classic, man.
Yeah,
that would have been classic, man.
Hey, Ronan, what's going on, Ronan? Yeah, and I thought about it, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know, but I had it.
You should have ran that idea by me, bro. I would have told you to do it for sure. But you could have put on like a mask. It wouldn't even reckon. We wouldn't have, you know. Been like Joe Amico is their drug dealer and just walked up and down the thing. That would have been fucking great.
Hey, shout out to Ronan. Ronan's from the King Troll channel. He is a Mandalorian. So shout out to Ronan. He's a good guy. Hey, did you say that somebody was coming over from a channel? They come in? Or?
Yeah, I haven't seen him here yet. Yeah, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him yet. So maybe they said they were going to come and listen. So maybe they haven't put anything. She was in a panel last night, and I was in the chat, and she was like, "Oh, do you have a channel?" I was like, "Well, I'm going to be on a panel tomorrow." So they dropped the link to this, and like I said, I don't want to get into the name or anything, but I just didn't want her to get confused with someone else. That's why I'd asked you to wrench her up, because at first I looked at the name and I was like, you know,
hey,
so we'll see if she
comes by. Yeah, shout out to Miss Mandy. I'm gonna actually reach out to Miss Mandy because obviously Miss Mandy does something that I'm actually interested in, which is doing reaction videos. Now, if you have been to Miss Mandy's channel, that's what she actually does, a lot of the reaction videos. So she wants to kind of, I don't know what we can do together as far as working together, but I'm going to reach out and see what we can actually come up with. So yeah, you never know.
I'm just going to ask you. Hey, I'm just going to ask you this, man, and I don't want to talk about it here, but you know the full Miss Mandy story?
No, I don't. I met her. I want to say, why did I meet Miss Mandy?
We'll talk back. Okay. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cause I just met her. I saw her on Bananas, right? And then I noticed that I was already subscribed to her, and I was like, okay, damn, I've been subscribed to her for a long time, but I didn't really. No, I don't know. To play it simple, I don't really know.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later. I'll just
absolutely.
I don't want to start this. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to start that. I don't want to start that discussion in here, but I think it's important that we
Okay,
talk.
no, absolutely. Sean Little, what the hell is that? My hot dog holster? What that? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I was thinking of
Oh
making a
yes, we should
joint
do that.
bingo.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that
we'll
sounds
play it
good.
here, Prairie. If you
Hey,
do that, I shouldn't say that. It's Angel's channel, but
hey, I would love it.
I think it'd be fun.
If Megan, because Megan, she's the queen of the duck races and all that.
Yeah.
If she's on
We should
board,
do that too. That was
yeah.
that was fun
Make up,
shit, bro. Do you know how
make
to
up
do
some.
that or no?
No, I don't. Megan is the queen of that, man.
Okay,
But she can actually teach me how
okay.
to do it. I'll probably do it. But if she could do we could do what you call it? You ask questions about Mike Cerrone, and I you get out of a prize or whatever. The bingo thing. We can do a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, what's her name? Did a frauditor bingo man one time, and it was so fun. It was so fun just coming up with the terms and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name, bro. Our girl, Witch of Heart did it. God, that was so fun, man.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Fun. We're talking about.
Yeah.
If I'm free to stay, I'm free, or if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. And man, it was cool, man.
Listen, if you want to see a good Witch Heart content, go to TikTok. She's fucking fascinating. She's very talented. So she does the whole TikTok. You have some talent. You have to be able to act a little bit. And she plays these roles. She's really, really funny. So shout out to Witch. I don't know. I haven't really talked to her lately, but she's not obviously her channel's hasn't been active, I think. But she's really, really, really fucking funny, man. You got to tune in.
Hey,
sure.
You want to see some good Witch of Heart content? You give her some limoncello.
I know. You remember that? I remember that.
Love you, Witch. I love you, Wish. Love you.
Oh man, I think she gave the whole that thing. Everybody had a little boner, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, dude. Hey man.
Yeah, that was epic. That was epic. She was actually having fun. Obviously, I don't know who called her names and all that shit, but she's always been playful. You know what I mean? Obviously. And she,
she was having fun. We were all having fun. I mean, that was fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah. I don't know bingo because I can't lose money quicker than slots. Yeah. Hey, Flaky. Does Flaky play slots? Does she?
Oh yeah. She's got all kinds of nasty habits. She's a gambler, a smoker. She's a latte addict.
No.
She needs 12-step meetings more than I do, man. She's got some.
Yeah. But I'll reach out to Witch to see what she's up to, man. I would actually love for her to come to this channel and kind of share her TikToks, man, because she got some good. I'm telling you, the TikToks are epic. And I don't usually go all about TikTok, but she's really, really. I don't know if she wants to show it on here, but I'll ask her. Doesn't hurt to ask, right? Yep.
Right.
Yeah. What we're gonna do something. She said, "I do indeed." She got a lot of nasty habits.
Oh.
Well, we're gonna think of some games or something. Now you got the juices flowing. Now I'm thinking of some stuff. I gotta reach out to Megan and do some duck races and
some
come
bingo,
up with
whatever, man. Just
Mikey
have
bingo.
some fun. Mike Cerrone bingo would be freaking awesome, man. I mean, that's the kind of thing right there. Like, I don't like to just make fun of people, but I mean, a little bit, I guess. But I mean, if you do something creative like that, like I don't see, how you could get mad. I'll tell you something else I'm working on, but I won't tell you offline for right now, Angel. I got something else in the works that I'm gonna have you and maybe Spike help me with, and it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah. You know what? I never really watched Chili. Ask Chili if he's finished his constitution. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you know who made a game? A card game
Tommy,
was.
What's going on, Tommy?
Oh shit! Now I'm gonna blank on his name. Somebody can help me. He made a card game with all the auditors and anti-auditors.
Fodder
No, no, and he made an actual card game, like a real life card game.
Interesting.
And he and he had it was kind of like I think it was kind of like a Pokemon, like in a way, like they would kind of battle each other, and then like the golden card was my God, Schrodinger's cat was like the Hezekiah, that's it, Hezekiah.
Hezekiah,
Yes.
he's funny.
He
I
made
like
the golden,
him.
yeah,
I like him. Yeah.
And the golden card was Schrodinger's cat, like that was like the
You see,
main
but that's-
card, and then he had all
that's-
the
That's super creative.
creative, man. Oh, it was
something-
fucking cool, bro.
To turn something that he doesn't like, something ugly, I guess, in his world, but and make it a game and make it fun for the subscribers, and that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? I like to interact with the subscribers, and I think games like that, like the duck games, when we were kind of bored on Joe's, Megan used to spark up some duck races, and actually the subscribers really did fucking get into it. They really liked it.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, we're gonna think about some stuff. I think Megan is the queen of doing stuff like that. So I'll reach out to her, see what we could come up with.
She used to do it somewhere else because I used to play it too, but I wasn't
she did
at
it at
Joe's.
Vic's.
So
She did it.
Oh yeah, Quick Vic's. That was it. Yeah. Okay, because I remember playing it, but I was long gone from
Hey, Mikey
from
Bingos.
Joe's by then.
Racing after mark the timestamp on the stream. Watch it this morning. What? That was the time we just have to mark the timestamp of the stream. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Listen, it's this unlimited potential there. We could do a lot of stuff for sure. Yeah.
Oh, that thing could go. Yeah.
Hey, we can do Mikey C trivia. You know what I mean? When did he first pick a boogie? When did he say?
How big are Mike's hands?
Hey,
you know what?
How big are his cities? Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
Oh man, I just thought of something really funny, man. Okay, you know how Joe's always tripping about his height, right? And Cerrone's always bragging about his hands. Right?
Oh my!
How many Cerrone hands? So how many Cerrone hands? Right?
Who goes to Joe?
You think Joe is tall? You think Joe is tall? Is Joe 7 Cerrone hands tall? Is he 10?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I even throw. It has to be with some type of prize or something. Nothing elaborate, but I would love to make it a thing. When we started the meme wars or meme battles, it was fun, and I think I wanted to evolve to a point that it got to give out prizes and stuff like that, but it kind of died with all the rest of the stuff. But I had a great time doing that. Oh my, I had fun, man. That was really, obviously that was Waffles and what was the other guy's name?
Christ Manson.
Manson. He was a champion, but I think Waffles for the most part did most of the work there. So to be honest with you, that was actually, Waffles. He participated. But he also was the behind the scenes. He was giving me the idea. So that's to be honest, 100% a buck. It was a combination of everybody. Even Manson put in a couple ideas out there, and we got it to work. It goes to tell you
people started taking things too personal, and then that was it, right?
It was only one person, Rudy, and I absolutely love Rudy. I don't know how he feels about me, but and that's cool if you whatever. But I have no qualms with Rudy. I really don't. I actually, he had his own segment at one time on our channel. He had the Rudy. He had a little vegetable segment, so I had fun with him. You know what I mean? Did he take it a little bit personal with the whole? Man, yeah, he might have kind of took it to heart. You know what I mean? When he could have just, I listen. I still have all his work, all his artwork. That's artistic shit. He had his own way of making memes, and I actually respect and like the way he did the one with the button, him and Dave, him is licking his butt. Like I still have that, bro. I'm actually gonna frame that motherfucker and probably hang it in my man cave one day. Yeah, yeah. I would show it, but I think it's kind of I think people already.
No.
It's cool. I will have to upload it anyway. Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Here's what I came up with. Okay. Let's assume we're going to assume a couple things here. Which the first one I do believe to be true. We assume that Joe is 5'6". Okay, he says 5'8". Y'all say 5'2". I believe he's 5'6".
I think he's.
So let's assume he's 5'6". Okay, but let's assume 5'5", 5'6",
right.
And let's assume that Mike has these huge hands. So let's say his hands are 9 inches, just for the sake of discussion.
Right.
So that would mean that Joe is about 7.5 Mike Cerrone hands tall.
That's crazy.
So I'm putting that out there that people, what they think it's about 7.5 Cerrone hands tall.
Yeah, I don't think. Listen, somebody told him put your hands up. I think was it Father Troll, and he wouldn't put his hands up. You think his hands are really big, like he says? I mean, he brags about them like they were.
Hell,
I think they're. Listen, on camera.
Know.
Listen, I'm gonna open up my camera and I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna do an experiment real quick. Make sure.
What you gonna show us? What you gonna show us, bro?
I'm not gonna pick my boogies or anything like that, so don't get excited.
What you gonna show us, man? I get nervous on this platform when people say, "Hey, let me show you something."
Look. My hands look humongous.
Yeah, they look huge because you're holding them right up to the right up to the camera, right?
And my hands aren't, they're average. You know what I mean? Average, if anything, but they're not fucking huge. Right. So so that's how can you really tell if you can't really tell. There's no way of telling if he's lying, man. No boogie picking, Kane says. No, Kane, no boogie picking. Yep, no more locked doors. Yeah, Mr. B, what's going on, Mr. B? I would love to have a conversation with Mr. B. Very knowledgeable guy. Computers, I remember he knows a lot about computers. Well, you know him better than I do, Vic. But yeah, maybe one of these days,
right there.
Yeah, one of these days you'll grace.
That's the OG of I tried to tell him to come up, man. That's the OG of OGs right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, man. Mr. B is one of those people that I know him from actually Joe's. I didn't speak to him as much as I would have wanted to, but the time that I did speak to him, he was always very respectful, very knowledgeable, real cool guy. You know what I mean? Shout out, Mr. B.
Right.
He's the king of the computer.
Hey, Mr. B, I'm gonna hit you. I'll hit you up later for sure today, man. We've had a little bit of miscommunications on trying to get together and talk, but I'll call you later today, bro, for sure.
What is
CCM Donkey?
Okay, I'm lost.
Oh, I think that's Kane Corso mom. Wasn't she the one that showed the donkey, or was that somebody else?
No, that was
somebody else.
That was Tyler. Tyler Durden.
Yeah,
the donkey dong. Donkey dong. Yeah, I remember that.
Maybe that. Oh yeah. Maybe that's not what they're talking about. Then I don't know.
That was an epic moment.
No more.
And YouTube. Joe's panel. I think Joe fell asleep. What was it? Okay, yeah, I fell asleep. I came up to just shut it down because just I would just watch out for that. Just people falling asleep, and I would end the stream or whatever. I come up. And there's a fucking donkey dong on this full screen. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's Tyler Durden. I guess you went out there to feed it, to pet it, or to show it. But I guess the donkey got excited. I don't know. I don't know. That's the story I remember. I could be wrong. But yeah.
Okay. It was like some bestiality porn bombing going on, man. Like, wow, we've hit another new low. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, man.
I'm trying to think. Was Rudy on panel? I'm trying to think who else was on panel when that happened. I think it was Rudy. I want to say Rudy. I could be wrong though. Such a long time. Yeah. Tyler's donkey showing. Yeah, that was funny as hell, man. Come on, man. Yeah, we talked about that for after that, man. We talked about that donkey dong for like forever, man. That was a thing. Anyway, Vic, man. Maybe Mr. B.
Good stuff, brother. Good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're
I want
talking
to
about
get you.
they're talking about
Yeah.
Les Schwab tires.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
spot, man. Yeah, we got one here, man. Those guys are cool. They'll fill up your tires. They'll check them. You know, every without just pull up, and they're cool.
Let me
man.
ask.
Put
Let
air
me
in
ask
there.
you this, because in Jersey, you pull up to any gas station and they fill up your tank. They put the gas in your tank. Where the consumers the are not allowed to even go near the pumps.
Really?
Now, well, they're not allowed to. No.
Okay. Yeah, it
Now
was
I
like
don't know.
that. It was like that when I was up in Oregon too, man. It was weird, man.
Yeah,
I only know of one full service station in California. That's down in LA. That's the only one that I know of. There could be more. That's the only one I know.
Now I got to do my homework. I don't know if it's a safety thing or just hospitality. You know, it's good. I mean that back in the days, obviously, it was full service. They would wipe your windshield and do the whole fucking nine and all that. But I was gonna ask you that. So, where you at? Do they do a full service or do they?
No, there's only, like I said, there's only, like I said, the only one that I know of is it is one in LA. Yeah, Oregon. I've heard. I mean, and I don't know if this is true because Flakey just said that you can't pump your own gas. I've heard that's changed now, but I don't know if it's true. I'll tell you my experience with it. I didn't know, obviously, because I was from here. I pull into a gas station and it was busy too. And this woman comes up and she's like, "Oh, I got that for you, sir. She put in my card. She's like, put in your code." And she pumped the gas, and I was like, "What the heck, man?" And then I came to find out that it was a law there. So we ended up. I was on the road trip with my boys at the time, so we were out in the countryside somewhere, and I needed gas. So I pulled in, and there was this nice young guy comes out. A little like two pump like 1960 style station, and he comes out and he's like, "Hey, sir, how you doing?" And this and that. So I asked him. I was like, "Look, bro." What happens if I tell you I just want to pump my own gas?
You're
Are we
not
going to
allowed.
fight? I mean, what's going to happen? Well, no. So what he said was, what it is there was like a big fine for doing it, and he says if I don't offer to do it, right, and let's say because he said there was like undercover, what do they call that, like secret shoppers, right? He's like, if I don't come out and offer to do it, he's like, I get the fine. He said on the flip side of it, if I come out and tell you, "Sir, I want to pump this," and you're like, "No, I'm going to do it myself," and they see you, then you get the fine.
Yeah. Well,
and it was like it was like $5,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I think
because I was like, dude, what if I just say, I'm going to pump my own gas, man? I mean,
and Jersey is like that. It's strange, but. And I told my brother he used to live in Jersey. I think he lives. I think he's near New York now. And I asked him about that because I went to pump my gas. I stood over there for a weekend and I went to pump gas, and I'm like, "Yo, are they supposed to take tips?" I told him about the pump. I said, "I didn't know they did that." He's like, "No, you're not supposed to tip them." I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" That guy took. I gave him a couple of dollars because I tip. I used to work in a bartender. People live off tips. He's like, "No, man, you're not supposed to tip them." I'm like, "But the guy took the money." So if he wasn't supposed to take the tips, he didn't say anything.
He wasn't supposed to take, right.
Yeah, but
so I'll say this, man. It's kind of like whatever you're used to, right? Like the little bit of time we were in Oregon, I kind of got used to it. The problem with California is everybody's in a hurry here, bro. Nobody's got time to wait at the pump for the attendant to come. No, everybody here is getting the work, all about making, it would be, I'm telling you, if they tried to do that here, like in the town where I live, and said, you have to wait for the attendants to come, it would get bananas. People would lose their shit because they got to get moving. That's what California is, and I live in a small town. Imagine the big city, San Francisco, you pull in and somebody's like, "No, you can't do that. You got to wait for me." Somebody's going to end up getting hurt.
The one time,
it's just we're too fast of a lifestyle here.
The one time I let somebody that was addicted to drugs pump my gas. I always go. I get out the car and I'm right there beside them. You know what I mean? The one time the guy kind of chipped the paint off my car, which is, you know, it's okay. I mean, but I usually like to pump my own gas. But if there's somebody that, you know, they don't have to actually pump my gas for me to give them money. You know what I mean? If they need a couple of hours, they don't have to pump my fucking gas. It's not a requirement.
Yeah, years ago, man. Years ago, when I was still living up in the city, man, I seen this poor guy, man, get fucked up for trying to watch somebody's. You know, they come up and they try to squeegee your window.
Uh-huh.
You know, and he went up to this car and these two guys, and I was like at a different pump, and they're like, "Hey, bro, don't touch my car." He had like a like a souped up kind of car, right? He's like, "Hey, bro, I don't want you touching my car." And the guy did it. He like put the stuff on the window. Dude, those guys beat the shit out of him right there in the gas station.
Yeah, internet guy.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
He's right about this, bro. People don't check their oil or their fluids enough, bro. You get full service, bro. That's a gold mine. I don't know why they wouldn't want to do that, like back in the day, when that's a necessary thing. People on a rush, they used to open up your hood and check your oil and check your your windshield wipe fluids or whatever. And I don't know. It's a service. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I will pay extra for a full service, wouldn't you?
I mean, I don't know, bro. I check my oil. I check my tires. So I mean, I take care of my stuff, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, I'm good with pumping my own gas. I mean, it was a little strange to me. But again, that's just where like I said, that's where I grew up. But I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, in Jersey, what they do, they pump your gas, like I said earlier. But if you want your windshield clean, or you got to actually ask. Before, you didn't have to ask. They were as your gas was getting pumped, they would actually grab the squeegee and wipe it down. They don't actually do it unless you have to ask.
Well, I remember. I mean, when I was young, there was like hybrid stations where one side was full serve and one side was self serve.
Oh, was it?
And so if you wanted the treatment, you could pull up on that side, and the little bell would ring. And if you just wanted to do your own shit and were in a hurry, you pulled up on the other side. So that might be something that works. So someone like yourself or Liz, whoever was saying, "Oh, I want to do full serve," they could pull up on that side. Then the people who just want to be in and out could pull up on the other side. That I remember it being that way back in my. I'm gonna mute up for a second, bro.
Go ahead. Oh, Sean Little says, where I grew up, Gomer always pumped the gas for a Gomer. Are you trying to say the people that pump gas are a little off or something? Internet got yeah, like Gomer pile. That's Portland. For the most part, it depends where you go in Philly. If you come out of, let's say, a restaurant, a Spanish restaurant, you probably run into a couple of homeless people, whatever. But it's not as bad as people think about. Philly is not that. It's just a certain part of Philly that has a lot of homeless, and it's a very small part of Philly, by the way. It's not all over. There's homeless everywhere in every city, by the way. But it's not like we're number one in homeless. At least I don't think so. But yeah, we are a little touched in the head. We are a little, for sure. Okay. Yeah. But I like the way you put it. Yeah. It made me think. Yeah. The people that pump the gas they're a little off. Yeah, I think so. To be pumping gas in the middle of the winter, you gotta be a little off. Mexico is in my backyard. Mexico is in my backyard. Interesting here. Okay. And he says, Goober pump gas better than Gomer. You guys are funny as hell.
Oh man, we gotta have an Andy. We could do Andy Griffith trivia. You gotta do some Andy Griffith trivia.
We gotta do Andy Griffith and what's the other one? Gomer Pyle and all that good stuff.
And USMC. Yeah. Oh man, I love them shows, man.
What's up with
I
Portland?
love them old shows. I watch.
Yeah, Portland.
It's just
Portland is straight up dumpster fire, pretending it's still. There are a lot of fires in Portland. No, right? Oregon. There are there are a lot of trees over there, right?
there's just a lot of well, in Portland. There's just a lot of homelessness, drug use,
Now
stuff like that.
Portland.
The last time I was up there was right after the riots, man, and it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah,
San Francisco is too, man. San Francisco's like that too, bro.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think where's Portland at. That's west, right? Portland.
In Oregon. It's in Oregon. It's in Oregon.
Yeah, that's like Midwest.
Yeah.
West. Yeah.
No, that's West Coast. It's West Coast. It's West Coast.
Okay.
You got California, Oregon, and then Washington. That's the West Coast.
Okay, I see. I mean, Portland.
Yeah.
I remember what I know about.
Just for the record, Las Vegas is the West, but it's not West Coast.
You remember that whole fucking listen? He made me sick with that shit. He was so fucking. He's mad. He's mad because motherfucker, whatever, man. You listen. He was just so silly with that shit. West Coast, LA. I mean, Vegas from the West Coast.
Hey, I know people, man, and you can attest to this being in Philly, bro. I know people that if you start claiming places or saying you're representing West Coast or you're representing this and that, and you're really not, they take that shit serious, bro. I mean, there's people that if I said, hey, man, this guy's out in Vegas saying he's West Coast, they'd be like, well, let's roll out there and see how West Coast he is.
Well,
yeah,
I can see that. There's a lot of gangs
it's just
over there.
Yeah, it's just how it is, man. So I got a good friend of mine that I know in the program, right? And he moved down south and he came back up, and I was like, hey, man, what's going on down in LA, man? And he like bowed up, and we're friends, and he's like, hey, bro, I'm San Fernando Valley, man. Don't say I'm LA.
Oh, you take it personal. I see. Yeah.
And San Fernando Valley is really part of LA, but he was like serious. I was like, man, relax, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, we don't do that.
So then I kid him. We don't. Yeah, that's big out here. It's not as big as it was, but it's still because he's OG. This guy, he's like 60 years old, man, and he's actually a third striker that was given this last opportunity. His last opportunity was you go to programs, you get clean, and you stay clean, and you stay at it. And he's still he's on lifetime. I don't know if it's really parole, but if he gets picked up for anything, he's going for life.
Oh wow, yeah, he's pretty.
That's what that. Yeah. But he's staying clean. He's got like 10. Yeah, he's staying clean though.
Yeah,
he's a good guy.
Yeah, here
but,
we're not
he's the kind of guy that. Yeah, Joe doesn't want to tell that guy that he's West Coast. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's
being kind of
serious.
Yeah, bro. That's kind of being kind of I don't know what you call that, but we don't all represent North Philly. So the fact I think that's because we never had really gangs out here. When there's gangs, like I said before, but they're more like undercover type. They're not out there wearing red or blue or everything like that. So Philly's not really known for gang activity. We're not infested or run by gangs.
Yeah, we got it. We got it all. We got it all here, man. I mean, and again, they're not. It's not like they're running the streets and I mean, some places, yeah. I mean, if you're wearing certain colors, you can't. You shouldn't go over there and that kind of thing. So I don't want to make it sound like I live in gangland. But people definitely represent, and you know where they're from. Because where I am now, I'm kind of in the middle, right? Kind of the hub of California. So you got people that moved here, like myself, from San Francisco, San Jose, Fresno, LA, and Watsonville, and you'll know where they're from because, the cats that are from San Jose, they'll wear Sharks gear.
Yeah.
The people that are from the city, they got the Niners. I have a tattoo. Across my entire back and down both arms of the bridges and the entire skyline of San Francisco.
Oh wow! Okay.
So when I moved here, I caught a little bit, nothing crazy, but a little bit of flack from some cats from Fresno and LA, but you can. I mean, once you talk to me a little bit, I mean, you can get the idea that I'm no gang member, right? I mean, I just am from the city. I'm proud of the city that I grew up in, and it's cool. But you got
Yeah.
you got Fresno, you got the Bulldogs. So if you see people wearing Fresno Bulldog gear, it means they're from Fresno, right?
Yeah.
It's just LA, rocking the LA stuff. It's
Yeah,
just
biker
that's just
gang.
how California is, man. But they don't mess
Yeah.
with people who aren't like in that, if that makes sense. They're not going to go up to just some old man wearing a Niner hat and be like, "What's up?"
Actually,
it's just a matter respect. And that's it.
Internet guy brought up a good topic. There's actually another documentary. That's the way I say it. On Netflix about, I think it's the Hell's Angels, about the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just not
We
about
could-
Hell's Angels. It's just how the motorcycle gangs came about. So I haven't watched it yet, but it's on my list. So stay tuned.
We
for
got
that.
so where I live. So where I live now, we got Angels here. We got Mongols here. It's just all part of the community.
That's
here, man.
more West Coast too, by the way. I think the biker gangs are
Yeah.
more West Coast. If I had to guess, right?
Well, the Angels started in Oakland, you know.
Okay, yeah. So there you go.
And then I think out in Mongols, I'm not sure if it was Southern Cali. I'm not sure.
Didn't
But
they
it's still
get
here. But
didn't
again,
they got indicted? Didn't they get in a RICO case?
yeah, they
against
had
the
they
Hells
had
Angels?
they had somebody infiltrate them. I watched a whole documentary on that. Up in the city, they used to have their clubhouse was on Tennessee Street, and that's the neighborhood that I used to sometimes roam around and go to the bars. So, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a supporter or I'm down with the Angels, but I knew a couple of the guys just kind of in passing. They thought I was kind of funny, you know what I mean? But
Oh,
I mean, again, those aren't guys.
Yeah, no, but
Those aren't guys you want to trifle with, bro. You don't want to trifle with them dudes.
But in times have changed when they have these Christmas gifts. The Hells Angels actually every year they gather gifts for the children.
Yeah.
So times have changed.
You ever seen that? Hey, you ever seen that video where I think it's a girl, it might be a boy, I'm not sure, and she's supposed to go to court and testify against this guy that molested her, and she was so afraid to go, and like 100 bikers pulled up and were in the courthouse.
Oh wow! Yeah,
to support this kid that had gotten molested. And man, I'm going to tell you, that dude, the accused, man, he never lifted his head up because they didn't want him to intimidate the kid, and so they went and intimidate him. And that guy just stared at his desk. He never even looked up from that desk.
You can imagine. Well, they're a force to be reckoned with for sure. You know what I mean? I think the gangs are for sure. They're in the prisons. That's when a lot of gang activity. Somebody like that guy you just said, he doesn't really survive. They keep him apart from the population because obviously he's despised and he actually belongs underneath the jail. But yeah, do you remember the time the Hells Angels were playing security for a band?
Altamont. That was in Altamont. That was the Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
the Rolling Stones security. And that was at Altamont. And what happened was some drunk guy. I don't know if he pushed it over, but he touched one of their bikes and they killed him.
Yeah, so you can see. I think who is it? What's his name? The lead singer of the Rolling Stones.
Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger. Let's get over here. He stops the whole show. The music.
Everybody, what he said was, everybody, man, let's just cool out. Both the Grateful Dead and Bob Dylan were both there to perform that day, and they helicoptered out of there.
Wow!
They actually helicoptered out of and never took the stage because they actually killed at least one person.
Yeah. I watched clips of that.
That was in Altamont.
Stuff like that. Yeah. But I heard the Angels.
That's not too far. That's not too far from where I am. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
not too far from where I live.
Yeah. They off somebody for sure. That's what I heard. You know what I mean? I didn't know.
They killed the guy.
I didn't know it was because he knocked over a bike or something.
I think I don't know if he knocked it over. He might have just touched it, and then it just escalated, and they killed him, man. I mean, you don't mess around with bikes or old ladies, man. It's just, it's their thing. It's their code. But again, they don't mess with anybody, man. If
it says, Bart says the Stones hired them on the advice of the Grateful Dead. Yeah, there you go. Hire a biker gang too.
The dead helicoptered out of there, bro. Fucking helicoptered out of there, man.
I don't think that's. First of all, I don't think that was a good idea to hire a biker gang for security. Obviously,
you realize all the crazy stuff that started and went, in the Bay Area back in those days.
I heard.
The Grateful Dead started. The Grateful Dead started here. The Grateful Dead started here. Anton LaVey started here. He was the founder of the Satanist Church.
Right.
Charles Manson started in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Jim Jones was from here.
Jim
right?
Jones,
The Black
that's right.
Panthers were from Oakland.
Well,
right? The
that's
Hells
right,
Angels
Black
started in
Panther.
Oakland. All that stuff, man, went on here. It started in the Bay Area.
Why did I think that?
Sorry, guys.
The Black Panther was from the east. Actually, no, it was the west.
They're from Oakland. Yeah, from Oakland.
I don't know why I thought
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
We had some good stuff happen here too. I just can't think of any of them right now.
Yeah. Well, Woodstock. Listen.
But yeah, there's some crazy.
Woodstock.
You imagine wandering the streets and you had Jim Jones and Charles Manson out there walking around.
Well, the Manson
Crazy.
story has been told so many times, so many points of view of who Manson was. You know that fun fact. Manson didn't actually kill anybody.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, a lot of people think that he was this mass serial killer, mass murderer. No, he wasn't. He was just a cult leader that actually sent
Exactly.
his little minions to do his dirty work.
He was a charismatic cult leader, and he was about 5'2". If we want to talk about 5'2" cult leaders, Manson actually was.
Another joke. Jesus Christ.
So I'm just saying, man.
Who was it that was very small? Alexander what was it? Alexander? Who was it that was really
Napoleon.
Really short?
Napoleon.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Napoleon complex.
Napoleon complex. Napoleon complex. Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And they turned into.
Look at
wackadoos,
Flaky.
bro.
Flaky Jake had Ted Bundy.
Oh
and the
yeah.
Green River Killer.
Yeah, they got actual serial killers out there, man.
Now I'm gonna tell you
but all
the
this
worst.
stuff was back in the 60s.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you who is the worst serial killer ever. I mean, of all time, in my opinion, Richard Ramirez.
Yeah, the Night Stalker.
Yes, I seen that documentary, dude. The things
That
he
motherfucker
did,
was out here too.
dude. I know.
He was
That's what I'm
out here
saying.
too, right?
He awed and raped women, men. I mean, men. What else? I don't want to say, but
Right. Yeah. No, I got you. Yeah.
Pets, whatever. He was a nastiest. I never heard of such things, man. I mean, serial killers are mostly, just psychopaths that go out there and they end people. But this guy was just fucking Looney Tunes, bro. Almost. It still gives me chills of the things he fucking did, bro. He's on Netflix, by the way, too. So, hey, Netflix gotta start giving me some money, bro. Shit, what the fuck? Internet got actually they think.
Wait, hold on, I'm responding to that right now.
That could have.
I don't think that was ever substantiated. I don't think it was ever substantiated though, like the escape from Alcatraz stuff, right?
Yeah.
They never found those dudes either, so they don't.
Yeah, but you remember the bubbleheads that went to court, the minions that Charles Manson had, the girls, bubbleheads.
They shaved their heads. Yeah.
They were ridiculous. Sure. They were so brainwashed. The way they talked about Manson, like he was like a god almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
they were all strung out on LSD and all that was the summer of love. Yeah. Everything kind of shifted during that time, bro, because it was all about peace and love, anti-war over here. And then when that Altamont and Manson and all that stuff is when everything kind of switched to a more angrier generation in San Francisco.
Hey, who was Ed Kemper?
You know
Ed Kemper? Ed Kemper?
Ed Kemper? No.
You know what? You know the
Squeaky Frome. Yep, she is out. Squeaky Frome is out. Yeah.
Yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was based on a true story, right? Ed Gein was the actual Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Did you know that? Ed Gein. Never heard of that name?
No, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, look into
So
that.
yeah, I read that.
Yeah, what he did that
I read
fucking that psycho was he end people, and then he took their skin off and wore the skin off.
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
Buffalo Bill, right? Yeah, Buffalo Bill.
yeah.
Was
it?
So let's lighten things up a little bit, though. Let's lighten things up a little bit, brother.
Hey, Zodiac.
I got a Zodiac was here also. I got a joke, man. I got a joke.
Go
right?
ahead. Yeah.
They found a guy dead. They found a guy dead in a bowl of milk with bananas and apple slices stuck inside of him, bro. And they think it's a serial killer.
Ah, you motherfucker. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Vic Ferrari, the grossest man on YouTube.
Yes, man. Fucking gross.
But listen, guys, I've had a great time, guys. Thank you, Vic, for hanging up with me, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to Kane Corso, Mom. Take care of the chat internet god. Brandon Looney Tunes. Go check him out. Yo, thanks to Vegas Valley Community Cries. Continue to document and Mike C, because that's awesome. To me, it's awesome. Somebody's actually, we don't have to go through these panels and or watch 3 hours to get the good parts. So shout out to Serious Citizen Sal, Proby, Vegas Valley Constantly Cry, Glory Hole. He does that. He has a lot of stuff there too. Go subscribe to those people if you haven't. Enjoy the rest of the week. I'll see if Nick is free Friday, and probably we could do this again. Who knows?
Yeah, right on, brother. All right. Hey, shout out everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate your support for Angel. And remember, you can catch Vic Ferrari on a controversial channel coming to you.
Near you. Yeah. So like I said in the beginning I think I want to redo this intro again because it means a lot to me. I redid it. It's a lot of my heritage is in there, a lot of pictures. I might add some personal pictures of not of myself, but pictures that I've taken over the years, and that's why I think I fumbled that. So I might redo it. Enjoy it, because I'm gonna redo it again. But I want to thank everybody. God bless everybody. Take care, and NWO for life. Vic, you gonna hang back?
Absolutely.
All right, Internet God, thank you. Sean Little. Okay, Kane, I said okay. Tommy, thank you, brother. Tune into Tommy's, obviously.
Sean Little.
What do you say?
Sean Little's a funny dude, bro. He's a funny
funny
dude, bro.
He's
He said, "Spay and neuter your kids, folks. I mean your pets."
Okay. I hate to fucking end the show. I'm having so much fun. Anyway, guys, take care. I see you when I see you. All right. Peace, love, NWO for life. I think a couple more ladies in the river is needed in that. Just to, yeah. Anyway, MWO for life. Thanks, guys. All right, peace, love, MWO. Oh, wrong button.